21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in select states only.
And now, Odyssey and 104.3 The Score bring you Chicago Cubs baseball on the Northwestern Medicine Cubs radio network.
Gone! Three-run homer. Ian Happ is going to be gone. Three-run homer. Pete Crow Armstrong. Now Bush drives one in the air. This ball's got a chance. Gone! This is what you came here for. You got the Cubs game on the Score.
Chicago Cubs baseball is presented to you in part by the Volvo XC90, Vinny's Beverage Depot, Benjamin Moore, Grand Appliance, James Hardy Building Products, Laturo Tire, It's Not a Game, Illinois.com, Old National Bank, Sea Glass Wine, Sloan, Southwest Airlines, Xfinity, your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, and Yingling, the oldest brewery in America. And now, here's the Hall of Famer, Pat Hughes, and All-Star Ron Kumar, with all the exciting play-by-play action of Chicago Cubs baseball.
Chicago Cubs baseball is on the air from Wrigley Field in Chicago. It's time for the fourth and final game of this series and the final game of the homestand. And what a homestand it has been for the Chicago Cubs. They are 6-0 after sweeping the Mets last weekend here at Wrigley. They have won the first three in this series against the Phillies. So today they try to run the table on a homestand, something that certainly never goes out of style. It's a beautiful day here in Chicago, a temperature in the low 70s. We're ready for baseball. The starting pitchers in this series finale, right-hander Edward Cabrera starting for the Cubs, left-hander Christopher Sanchez pitching for Philadelphia. Let's go ahead and get right to the starting lineups for today's game. The lineups are brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Leading off for the visitors from Philly, Trey Turner at shortstop. Kyle Schwarber, the designated hitter. Batting third and playing first, Bryce Harper. The number 4 batter in left field is Felix Reyes. The number 5 batter, right fielder Brandon Marsh. Bryson Stott at second base. Alec Boehm to bat seventh and play third base. The center fielder is Justin Crawford. And batting ninth and doing the Phillies catching, Garrett Stubbs. Those are the Phillies. Here are the Cubs. Nico Horner will lead off and play second base. Alex Bregman at third base. The number 3 hitter in left field is Ian Happ. Seiya Suzuki, the cleanup man. Seiya in right. Carson Kelly catching. The first baseman batting sixth, Michael Bush. Dansby Swanson is the Cubs shortstop. Matt Shaw batting eighth in center. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, Miguel Amaya. So those are the lineups. Game time temperature 72. Very pleasant spring afternoon at the friendly confines. Partly cloudy, but lots of blue skies overhead. Wind was blowing out earlier, and it still looks like it might favor a ball hit in the air to left and left center. We'll see. Game time temperature of 72, sponsored by Four Seasons, your trusted local experts for heating, air conditioning, plumbing, sewer, and electric. Four Seasons. We are ready to go. Back to get it started for you right after this. You are listening to The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here on 104.3 The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
As the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs, Sloan has been a trusted presence at Wrigley Field for generations, delivering reliable, sustainable restroom solutions for fans. Today, Sloan is expanding beyond the restroom and into the concourse with innovative bottle fillers, providing clean drinking water while helping reduce plastic waste throughout the friendly confines. From water efficiency to innovation, Sloan continues to support the Cubs and their fans all season long. Learn more at sloan.com and go Cubs. Cubs go.
Hey, Cubs fans, make New Lenox your family go-to destination. From Grammy Award-winning artists rocking the New Lenox Commons to our lively Thursday evening farmers markets, we have events at the Commons all summer long, bringing fun for everyone. Explore our incredible restaurants, unique shopping, and small businesses that make New Lenox feel like home. Whether you're planning a night out, a weekend adventure, or a full day with the kids, New Lenox has something for every fan in your lineup. Visit newlenox.net/visit to plan your summer in the village of New Lenox, home of great experiences all season long.
Growing a brand is hard, but reaching the right customers shouldn't be. Meet Outcomes from Viant. We've built an intelligent platform that handles the complexity of digital advertising for you. Powered by advanced AI, we help your brand show up in the right places at the right time and ensure that every dollar you spend leads to a real business result. It's smarter advertising made simple. Visit Viant.ai.
Chicago weather is tough. Your home siding should be tougher. Hardy Siding is engineered for our climate. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Learn more at jameshardy.com.
Edward Cabrera pitching for the Cubs, working on Trey Turner. First pitch was in there for a strike. Second pitch, a swinging strike, and now he misses outside. He's working very quickly at the outset here, Ron.
Yeah, and
here's the
speed game today, travel day.
The 1-2 pitch is inside. It's 2-2 with Ron Coomer, the former Cub and All-Star. Pat Hughes at Wrigley, we thank you for joining us. Zach Zaidman working alongside. Breaking ball, check swing, no swing. It's 3-2 on Turner. Rich Wyatt is our engineer today. Cubs trying to win all 7 games on a homestand. Here's the 3-2 on the way. Lifted to right. Routine for Suzuki, and that's going to be out number 1. Edward Cabrera, Ron, did not face the Phillies in Philadelphia last week, but he's made 4 starts for the Cubs. He's given the Cubs a chance to win every single game, and that's really the first job for a starting pitcher.
Yeah, he's a young guy with a great arm, and you know he's one of those. He's a rare guy too. The fastball, changeup, but at the end of the day, when you look at how he pitches, he just throws absolute bullets.
Kyle Schwarber takes a strike. Cubs in their home whites, white shirts and trousers, blue pinstripes all over. The 0-1 to Schwarber. Strike 2 called. Cubs have blue hats, sleeves, numbers, and socks. The Phillies in their traveling grays, gray shirts and trousers for the Phils. The rest is red. Red hats, helmets, numbers, sleeves, socks. Batting gloves are red. Pitch to Schwarber. Kyle swings and misses. Strike 3. No messing around on 0-2. Cabrera threw a nasty breaking ball, and he gets the strikeout. Strikeouts for Cubs pitchers brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. 2 up, 2 down, no score, just underway. The batter is Bryce Harper. The left-handed batter will hit a fly ball to center, playable for Shaw. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Edward Cabrera. We go to the bottom of the first. No score on the score, and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
This is your home for every pitch of Cubs baseball on 104.3 The Score and the Cubs Radio Network.
Oh, this Bosch miter saw really is smooth.
Feeling smooth.
Who said that?
It's your inner Bosch, baby. I'm that scoobity-bebop smooth feeling you get when you make smooth cuts with that moobity-mibbity-mibbity-mubbity miter saw.
So I'll just keep ski-bop sawing then? Now you're getting it.
Beep-bop, beat-up, wow, miter saw is my favorite.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Hey, Chicago, Coom here. Stats don't lie. Want MVP numbers and light beer? That's Flight by Yuengling. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, crisp, refreshing. That's elite efficiency. Other beers, padding stats with extra carbs and no flavor. Care about your beer stats? The choice is obvious. Flight is dominating. Numbers don't lie, Chicago. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
What if you could have the most reliable Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Just 5 years of fiber-powered Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Powered by fiber connected to the premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
Southwest Airlines is the official airline of your Chicago Cubs. And you can bet your sweet Cubbies we fly to their away games. Hint, hint.
Nico Hoerner is the Cubs leadoff batter. The Cubs leadoff man is presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. If Nico gets a base hit, Benny's Beverage Depot donates $200 to area service dog charities. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. The left-hander Christopher Sanchez will go to work. His first pitch is outside. Ron, we just saw Sanchez in Philadelphia last week. What's the plan against him?
Now, you've got to be prepared to hit the ball down in the zone. He is two-seam fastball, definite sinker, but with very good velocity.
Here's a ground ball out towards second base, fielded by Stott. Routine play out number 1. 0-0 game. First inning, the batter, Alex Bregman.
And there you go. That's good. 94-mile-an-hour sinker away. Nico hits it hard, but right at the second baseman. Sinker, slider, very good changeup. 3 pitches. Everything he likes to throw is down. He's one of the few guys, Pat, in our game today that you're trying to get the ball up in the zone from him.
Here's a pitch fouled away by Alex Bregman.
2 numbers stand out to me. Big hit numbers per innings pitch equal 29, but also 29 punch-outs per innings pitch equal, same.
Yeah, the 0-1 pitch on the way to Bregman. Check swing foul, 0-2.
And it's game time. That makes perfect time for a Flight by Yingling. Just 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, and packed with flavor. Flight is the next generation of light beer from the oldest brewery in America. Look for Flight wherever you buy beer.
Sanchez had a win against the Cubs 10 days ago in Philadelphia. And it would not have been possible to consider this fact at that moment, Ron. But since that game, the Cubs have not lost. We're talking 10 days ago, and the Phillies have not won a game since then. Yeah. Here comes the 1-2 to Bregman. Pop fly foul left side over near the third base dugout. Bohm and Stubbs are over, but it's out of play. Uniform descriptions we gave you, sponsored by Benjamin Moore. On the field or the walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. Oh, what a beautiful day for a game.
It really is. This is how you draw them up when you think about Wrigley Field. 70 degrees, sunny, wind blowing out just a little bit.
Here's a smash foul by Bregman. Alex enjoyed a 3-hit game last night. He is 6 for 12 in the series. Many hitters warm up as the weather warms up. It's 1-2. The big, tall left-hander Sanchez fires. Fisted in the air, fouled down the first base line. And that ball's going to land fair, actually. The wind grabbed it and pulled it into fair territory, and it fell in for a base hit. It landed in no man's land down the right field line. Harper, the first baseman, probably the closest to it, but he thought it was going to be in foul territory, as I did too, Ron. And the ball kind of took a left turn at the last second and landed in fair territory. That's a Wrigley Field base hit.
There's no doubt. With that wind blowing out to left, center field, the balls that go down the right and left field line that you would think end up 5-6 rows in the seats, that ball gets blown way back into the field of play, and that's exactly what happened.
Here's Ian Happ. No score. Bregman becomes the first base runner of the game, and he gets his 7th hit in the series. He's being held by Harper. Happ 3 for 10 in this series, waiting, batting right-handed. Takes low and inside. The umpires today, Hunter Wendelstedt calling balls and strikes. Edwin Moscoso at first. Vic Carapazza is the second base umpire, and John Bacon over at third. Swing and a miss by Happ, 1 and 2. The announcement of the umpires, sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter.
This first inning is powered by Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
Happ takes strike 3 call. Sanchez fired a fastball, caught him looking, and that's out number 2. And the batter, Seiya Suzuki.
Excellent pitch, bottom of the zone. Took a little off that one, and Ian looking for something else.
Sanchez very tall at 6'6", 202 pounds, wiry strong, and he fires a fastball strike. A year ago, Ron, we mentioned this last week in Philadelphia. He made 32 starts, so he did not miss a single turn. He had 13 wins, worked over 200 innings, gave up only 12 home runs in 202 innings.
That's that sinker.
Here's the 0-1, rolled out towards short. Charging is Turner, gloving, throwing to first in time, and the Cubs do not score in the opening inning. Cubs get a bloop single from Alex Bregman and nothing else. After 1, Cubs nothing, Phillies nothing on the score, and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Join us for some Cubs talk to start your day. Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score.
Chicago weather is relentless. The ice, the snow, the summer humidity. Your home's exterior can take a beating. What if your siding was made to stand strong through it all? Hardy Fiber Cement Siding is engineered for our climate. It resists cracking in the freezing cold and won't swell in the summer heat. You get the timeless beauty of wood with lasting protection and low maintenance. Your home deserves the #1 brand of siding in North America. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Learn more at jameshardy.com. That's jameshardy.com.
How many people can say they've had a section of their spine removed? I can. I'm Jeff, and when my team at Northwestern Memorial Hospital found a rare tumor on my spine, my neuro-oncologist and neurosurgeon came up with a plan, resulting in a 14-hour surgery.
Nationally ranked for neurology and neurosurgery by U.S. News and World Report, Jeff's team treated his 1 in a million condition. They removed the tumor and vertebrae in one piece, then rebuilt his spine with a metal frame. Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Help DEA keep our communities safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Hey, Cubs fans, make history with your business in the Village of Bedford Park. To learn more, contact Adam Colopy at ACOLLOPY at villageofbedfordpark.com.
Top of the second at Wrigley, Cubs and Phillies are scoreless. The second inning is brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, official partner of the Cubs, bringing the California coast to you wherever you are. Pat?
Okay, Zach, Felix Reyes, right-handed rookie outfielder, leads off the second inning against Edward Cabrera. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Here comes the 1-0. Bouncing ball to short, charging Swanson. Running flip throw to first to get him. Dansby knows all the angles. He just approached that ball in the perfect manner so that as soon as he got it, Ron, he'd have a good, clean throwing angle to first.
Yep, he knows what he's doing. It's short. There's no doubt about that. Defensive alignment, sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handling handled, kind of like Dansby in that ground ball. Learn more at FitzgeraldEquipment.com.
Brandon Marsh will take outside for a ball.
There's an art to playing shortstop about knowing the angles as you talk about, being able to round the ball and then picking out the hop.
There's a liner foul down the right field line.
Right, picking out that hop that you want to catch, so then your feet, when you're charging the ball, your feet can be set how you want to deliver the baseball to first base. There's nobody better in baseball. There's some really good guys in baseball that do it. Nobody better, though, than Dansby.
It's a treat to watch him play. It really is. He's an artistic shortstop. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Deep fly ball right center field. This is going to be back toward the wall and gone. Brandon Marsh, a long home run to right center. And the Phillies take a 1-0 lead here in the second inning. No doubt about that one. To the left of the 368 sign, about 10 to 12 rows deep into the bleachers in right center. Marsh's third home run of the year, and the Phillies score first.
Two-seam fastball. They want this pitch away, and it starts out inside and ends up right in the middle of the plate. I know that would be a pitch that Cabrera would like to have back. The location, middle at the knees, and Marsh didn't miss it.
Bryson stopped the batter. Left-handed hitter fouls it at the plate.
Feel like a Bosch prediction brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. Feel like a Bosch. Now, we have been on a roll. Would you still like to make the prediction? I mean, it's...
As long as the Cubs keep winning, the answer is yes.
Okay.
Here's the 0-1. I don't want to do anything to rock that boat.
Okay, Hall of Famer, you're up.
I'll say the Cubs will hit. I'll say the Cubs will hit at least 2 home runs in this game today.
There we go. I like it.
It's a good day to hit. The Cubs have a lot of guys swinging the bats well. They've got a lot of momentum. Chance to sweep a good team 4 games in a row.
That was a Hall of Fame prediction right there. I like that. Yeah.
Now we'll see.
Well, it came from Hall of Famer, so that was a true statement no matter how you slice it.
Stott takes strike 3 called, and that's out number 2. Second strikeout for Edward Cabrera. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. And by the way, cleanup hitters for the Cubs, sponsored by Chicagoland's appliance leader, Grand Appliance. Get your all-star Frigidaire kitchen today at grandappliance.com. Here is Alec Bohm taking inside. Bohm 1 for 9 in the series. The Phillies have a lot of guys slumping. Bohm 1 for 9. Trey Turner now 1 for 12 in the series. Kyle Schwarber 1 for 13. These are their main guys. Bryce Harper 2 for 12.
Yeah, it's tough to win when the core of your ball club and your star players are struggling as a group in a series.
Bohm swings and fouls it away.
The other thing about that, too, is, Philly's got good starting pitching, and the Cubs have done an excellent job against the starting pitching of Philadelphia.
The 1-2 pitch is taken low and outside. It's 2-2.
They had a really nice day against Luzardo the other day. That was impressive. He's got a great arm. Cubs didn't chase many balls out of the zone. Aaron Nola, they did a good job against twice here in a week. Pretty impressive.
The offense has been relentless. And the thing I like, Ron, lots of different contributors. Yeah. The Cubs are not just relying on 1 or 2 or 3 hitters. It's like 5 or 6 guys every single game.
Yeah, bottom half of the lineup has done its job, that's for sure.
Here's the 2-2, swinging a miss, strike 3. So after the home run by Marsh, Cabrera strikes out both Stott and Bohm. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Phillies 1, Cubs nothing. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
This is your home for every pitch of Cubs baseball on 104.3 The Score and the Cubs Radio Network.
Benny's goes to the dogs. Every time the Cubs leadoff man gets a hit, Benny's Beverage Depot donates $200 to area service dog charities. Here's toasting to man's best friend. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Right now, for a limited time, lease the Hyundai Kona for only $179 a month. See your local Hyundai dealer or visit HyundaiUSA.com today. Offers end April 30th. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Plumbing emergency? Chicagoland depends on Plumbers 911. Licensed professional local 130 plumbers are available 24/7 for fast, reliable help. Call 833-PLUM-911. Local 130 plumbers get the job done right the first time.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $600 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $600 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through June 30th, 2026.
Save 20% on Benjamin Moore Aura and Regal Select Interior Paints now through the 28th. Visit your locally owned Benjamin Moore store. Terms and conditions apply.
Saturday, May 2nd, the Cubs take on the Diamondbacks at 1:20 in the afternoon. Up for the first 10,000 early arriving fans will receive a Kerry Wood bobblehead presented by Coca-Cola. Don't miss this moment. Visit Cubs.com/tickets.
All right, Zach. Carson Kelly will lead things off and take down low from Christopher Sanchez. 1-0 Phillies on a home run by Brandon Marsh. The 6'6" left-hander comes back. Check swing. That's going to be a strike. The call made ultimately by Edwin Moscoso, the first base umpire. I'm looking at where Sanchez works on the rubber, way over on the third base side of the rubber run. He's a very tall left-hander. And I'm guessing there's something to do with the angle is why he's way over on that side.
Yep, there's no doubt. It really helps the fastball, that two-seam fastball.
Low and inside, 2-1.
So running that fastball away and the changeup away, and then what he's able to do is be able to cover without a lot of extension the inside corner with a pitch like the last one, that inside fastball that he throws.
Kelly swings and misses, and the count 2-2.
Yeah, I guarantee you he had a problem keeping the ball on the plate from the other side of the rubber. So he moved to this side, and now the angle against the righties is more difficult, and he can still hit that inside corner.
Here's a chopper foul in back of the plate. Would you recommend for young pitchers to experiment from various points on the rubber when they're learning how to pitch, just to be able to do what you just said, to get the best control possible from wherever?
Yes, I would say absolutely, especially once you start getting towards the high school years. Absolutely.
Now the 2-2 to Kelly, lifted foul off to the right, out of play.
Yeah, if you're a guy that pitches with a lot of movement, like Sanchez, you know, the side of the rubber really is a big deal.
The tall left-hander always seems very calm on the mound. Here's the next offering. Low and inside, 3-2. The last time the Phillies were swept in a 4-game series by the Cubs, you have to go all the way back to 1973.
Wow.
Now the payoff pitch to Kelly. Hit in the air, right center field, deep. This is going to be trouble, I believe. Yes, it's in there for an extra base hit, and Kelly gets a double. You could tell that Crawford had a long way to run. He's got good speed, the center fielder, but that ball was directly in between Crawford and Marsh, and Kelly gets a leadoff double.
A little two-seam fastball, inner half, and Carson Kelly just inside outs this ball a little bit, but still gets a lot of it on the barrel. And the one thing we've noticed this whole series for the right-handed hitters, Crawford loves to play in left center. That ball split the defense in right center.
Michael Busch hits a ground ball to the hole. It's short. There's going to be a throw to first base, not in time. Infield single, Michael Busch. Kelly safe at third. I thought for a moment that Turner might throw the ball to third base, but he had no play there. That's an infield single all the way.
It's a great read by Kelly. Now, Carson Kelly is not known to be a speedster. He's a catcher, but that does not mean you can't have a heads-up base-running guy just because you're not real fast. He read the third baseman Bohm, took 2 steps to his left to go get that ball, and he's already way off the bag with a left-handed hitter. Now the throw from Turner has to come back. He's got to hit a guy on the run with Kelly kind of getting there at the same time. So great base running by Kelly to get the third. Good hustle by Bushy to beat the throw.
The Phillies are going to challenge the first pitch to Dansby. It was called a ball by home plate umpire Hunter Wendelstedt. In fact, it was a strike. So a successful challenge. 0-1 on Dansby, hitting 179. Dansby 1 for 9 in the series, but it was a big one, a 3-run homer in game 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Doubles by Cubs hitters are sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Reliable, comfortable, convenient. Southwest just makes sense with that double by Carson Kelly.
Infield is back for the Phillies. First and third, nobody out. And the next offering is low. I mentioned Dansby had the 3-run homer. It came early in game 1, and it sure seemed to be a tone setter, Ron, certainly for that game and possibly, in a sense, for the whole series.
Yeah, I would agree. A big swing of the bat for the Cubs.
Now the 1-2 on the way. Line down the right field line. Long run for Marsh. He makes the catch. Tagging is Kelly, coming home, and he scores. Holding at first is Bush. The ball game is tied 1-1. Dansby Swanson gets the job done with a sacrifice fly to right field.
Excellent AB by Dansby, and you got to love that at bat. He got behind in the count. A couple really good pitches against him, but now he gets that two-seamer running down and away, and instead of trying to pull that ball, you just go with it. You know everything's going to be running away from you, and he hits it to right field and drives into Cubs' first run. Very good at bat.
Matt Shaw steps in, and he'll take a strike. I liked your assessment of Kelly moving up on the infield single by Bush. So that move immediately pays a dividend. The Cubs getting a run. And now the 0-1 pitch on the way to Shaw. Fouled at the plate. But that kind of reminds me, Ron, that's what this stretch of games for the Cubs has been all about. Whatever they need to do, they're doing exactly the right thing more often than not.
Well, you're not kidding, Ed. You know, when you're on the bases, you're looking to find a way to get that extra 90 feet. Carson Kelly did that perfectly. But you're right. It's been one thing after another for this Cubs team.
Bouncing ball to the hole at short, bobbled by a sliding Trey Turner. And that's going to be an infield single. As the Cubs now have 3 hits in the inning. I'm not sure if Turner lost his footing or if he purposefully made a sliding move. I think it was a purposeful sliding move, but when you do that, your eyes are moving a lot and you don't always make a clean pickup, Ron.
Yeah, it's a tough play. I think he just felt like the only chance he had, as hard as he had to go to his right, was to slide to be able to make any kind of a throw, but he never made the catch.
Miguel Amaya batting, and he'll swing and miss. Pretty good contact by the Cubs in the inning, though.
Yep, absolutely.
Kelly a double to deep right center. Bush an infield single. Swanson hit the ball well for the sac fly. Shaw hits the ball well for the infield single. And this is a quality pitcher we're talking about on the mound. Sanchez missing outside.
The ABS Challenges and Instant Replays. This ball strike challenge is sponsored by Northwest Medicine. Had one of those earlier in the inning against Dansby.
Ball game tied at 1. Cubs at first and second. There's a line drive, base hit left center field. Bush had to hold up and can only advance to third. He thought the ball might be caught by Turner. So Bush, the runner at second, was going back to the bag. Turner could not flag down that hot smash liner. It loads the bases with only 1 away, and the Cubs really having a succession of quality at-bats against Sanchez.
Well, we talked about it going into this ballgame, Pat. You and I, right at the open of the broadcast, Sanchez, 29 punch-outs in 29 innings. But the other 29 that's significant, 29 hits in 29 innings. A lot of sinkers down. The guys haven't made some plays for him, and Cubs have extended the inning. Hit some line drives here in this second.
Caleb Cotham, the pitching coach, out to see about Sanchez. All of the Phillies around their left-handed star pitcher. Speaking of star pitchers, Zach Wheeler is going to be activated on Saturday when the Phillies are down in Atlanta. Wheeler has missed the entire first month of the year. I was reading about his issue. He hasn't pitched since last August. as Nico Horner steps in. Here's the pitch on the way to Nico. It's in there for a call strike. Infield back. Bases full of Cubs. This could be a potential turning point at bat in this game.
Think for Nico, you really want to try to get this ball elevated. You hit a ground ball to the middle, they're going to try to turn two. The corners, especially Bohm at third, could go to turn two or throw home.
Here's the pitch to Nico, low and inside. It's good to have your RBI leader up with the bases loaded and one away during a rally.
Yeah, Nico with 22 RBIs as a leadoff hitter. Amazing.
Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. The pitch. Nico hits a bouncer toward third. Bohm is coming home, and they get the lead runner on the 5-2 fielder's choice. I thought Bohm might have a shot at going around the horn, but he elected run, perhaps thinking about the speed of Nico. He elected to get the lead man at home.
Yeah, it's one of those odd plays, and it was a base running play here that really helped out. Michael Bush takes off from third and runs way inside on the grass to cut the throwing lane. Bohm catches this ball, looks up, and he sees the back of Bushy. He has to double clutch and then throw the ball home. So a very nice play by Michael. Disrupted the play enough so it wasn't a double play.
Alex Bregman batting. Alex had a base hit his first time. Ball game tied at 1. The Cubs with a 4-hit inning. That doesn't happen very often against a guy the quality of Christopher Sanchez. Runners take their leads. The 0-1 on the way to Bregman. Swinging a high pop fly on the infield. It's coming down the third base line, and Bohm makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Cubs get a run on 4 hits, leave 3 at the end of 2. Cubs 1, Phillies 1. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering every Cubs game all season long, Rahimi, Harris, and Grody, middays 10-2 on 104.3 The Score.
When you're injured on the job, you need more than just a workers' comp lawyer. When you need a fighter, you need us. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, for the people. Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Morgan & Morgan, 332 South Michigan Avenue, Chicago.
The winning lineup for your home starts with the appliance experts at Grand Appliance. From large capacity Electrolux laundry to versatile Frigidaire kitchens, Grand Appliance brings together the brands that help your home perform like an all-star. And with fast delivery and professional installation, Grand makes it easy to upgrade your home with the latest appliance innovations. Shop grandappliance.com or one of their 12 Chicagoland locations to learn more. That's Grand Appliance, Chicago's hometown appliance leader since 1930.
Since 1962, Fitzgerald Equipment has kept businesses moving with forklifts, rentals, and expert service. Featuring heli forklifts built to go the distance. Visit FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Trusted equipment powered by heli. Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handling handled. Proud partner of Cubs Radio.
Help Northern Illinois Food Bank strike out hunger this season. For over 40 years, we've been hitting home runs by providing our neighbors with nutritious meals that help them thrive. But we need you to step up to the plate. Together, we can make a great team with a shared purpose. Don't wait for the perfect pitch. Visit solvehungertoday.org to strike out hunger now. That's solvehungertoday.org. We're hungry for purpose. Are you?
Who's on first? Southwest Airlines, ranked first among U.S. airlines by the Wall Street Journal. Based on WSJ's 2025 rankings, see southwest.com/WSJ.
Top 3, Cubs 1, Phillies 1. Partly cloudy, 73 degrees. Wind blowing out to left. Time and temperature is sponsored by Circus Sports. Sports betting the way it should be with no bet fees. Pat?
All right, Zach. Zach will be along in the 5th inning to work with Ron Coomer. Justin Crawford first up in the Phillies' 3rd. The left-handed batting outfielder takes a strike. Cabrera's next offering, line toward short. Glove cleanly by Dansby. Quick throw, gets him. What a play by Swanson. On a couple of levels, it was a smash to his backhand side. He had to give ground back on the grass. Grabbed it, and immediately Ron was in position to make a strong throw. What a play.
Yeah, this catch on this in-between hop is incredible because that ball is going to hit the dirt and explode up, and Dansby's ready for it. Makes a great backhand pick and then throws a strike. Another really nice play by Dansby.
Garrett Stubbs takes high and away. I'm not sure you can even teach a lot of things that I see Dansby Swanson do.
Well, you can try to teach them, but whether they can do them or not is the other thing. He's a wizard with that glove in his hand. He really is.
That play run, as the ball is coming through him, he's got to be thinking, where are my feet going to be? Here's a bunt, and it's back to the mound. Good play by Cabrera. He will grab it and throw to first in time. That ball was bunted between the mound and first base. Cabrera quickly off the mound, ran over like an infielder and made a good play, and then shoveled it to Bush for the 1-3 put out, 2 down. But getting back to Dansby's play, in your mind, you have to realize, where do my feet have to be in order to make this throw I'm going to make after I get the ball? I mean, you got to be thinking about your feet and your throw at the same time.
Well, I just think that first pitch curveball away, I think that's where Dansby is, by far the next level or the elite level of playing defensively at short.
Swinging a high fly ball, shallow right. Suzuki says, I've got it. And he'll make the catch. He may have been speaking Japanese when he said, I've got it, but he got the job done. Phillies don't score. We go to the bottom of the third. Cubs 1, Phillies 1. This is the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Pete Crow Armstrong. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Following is a paid political announcement.
State Senator Dan Darnell was supposed to be different. He promised to fight for Hoosier families and stand with President Trump. He failed. Darnell voted against President Trump's agenda in Washington. That hurt Hoosier families, and he voted to let a Chinese company buy Hoosier farmland, putting China before us. Dan Darnell, opposing Trump, voting like a liberal, letting us down. A disgrace.
President Trump has endorsed conservative Trevor DeVries for state senate, a real Republican who will fight for Hoosier values. Trevor DeVries will stand with Trump, protect Hoosier farmland from China, defeat the liberal agenda, and never let you down. A true America First conservative, the right choice for Indiana. Endorsed by Trump, Trevor DeVries for state senate. Election day is May 5th. Paid for by American Leadership PAC.
Whoa, boss, how did that happen? Mind your business. I mean, how did a forklift make a shish kebab out of our company truck?
I said, mind your business, Billy. That's why we have auto owners. We work with an independent agent to customize our policies. So when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered. Because unlike you, minding our business is their business.
Oh, that's simple human sense.
Ask Fazio Insurance in Joliet and Greater Will County if auto owners make sense for you.
Life's easier when you've got the Consumers Credit Union team cheering for you. Partner with the people in your corner today at myconsumers.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ian Happ is on deck for the Cubs. Who's on deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
All right, Zach, bottom of inning number 3. Ian Happ batting right-handed today, facing Christopher Sanchez. And he looks at a ball inside. Cubs trying to win all 7 on a homestand, something they have not done since 2015. Here comes the 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1 against the Giants and Milwaukee in 2015. 11 years ago, the Cubs went 7-0 on a homestand. They also went 7-0 on a 2008 homestand against Colorado and the Dodgers. But it's hard. It's hard to win that many games in a row in baseball, or in any sport for that matter. But you got so many different pitchers you're facing and so many good players on every team. And you're playing every single day. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Chopper foul by Ian.
And even the worst teams in baseball in a year win a third of the games for sure.
Yeah.
So, and that's against anybody. I mean, that's just the way it is. So any team can beat the other team on any day.
Is the chopper toward third, a charging Bohm gloves it, running flip throw to first to get him. Bohm tall, very athletic though, Ron. He's got some pretty good actions over at third.
Yeah, he's an excellent third baseman. And as you said, he's tall and rangy. So, that wingspan comes into play, but the ball hit in front of him coming in. He does a very nice job of that slow roller play.
One away, game tied at 1, bottom of the third. Seiya Suzuki steps in. He's homered in each of the last couple of games. He loops one into center field for a base hit. He got jammed, able to muscle it into shallow center. It's a 1-out single, and the batter Carson Kelly. The best homestand, as far as our research staff could determine, the best homestand ever came in 1970 for the Chicago Cubs. They went a perfect 10-0 against the Phillies, Montreal, the Cardinals, and Houston. So 4 teams and 10 games, and the Cubs won all 10.
It's kind of odd scheduling, too, isn't it?
It really is. That means you had a pair of 2-game series and a pair of 3-game series. And the pitch on the way, pulled on the ground toward third. Fair ball off the glove of a diving Bohm. No play. Bohm probably saved a double by sliding into foul territory, trying to backhand that ball. He got caught in between hops, and the best he could do was knock it down. But he, again, probably saved a double, Ron.
Yeah, this is a chopper, and he just gets enough of it. It actually hits the heel of the glover's wrist to keep it in the infield. But he definitely saves a double.
10 seconds for station ID. This is The Score on the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams on The Score middays with Rahimi, Harris, and Grody, 10 a.m. to 2 on 104.3 The Score, WSCR, WSCR FM, and HD1 Chicago, an Odyssey Sports Station.
Michael Busch, the batter. Lefty against lefty. The pitch by Sanchez is outside.
Good take by Michael there. Third inning is brought to you by Consumers Credit Union. The people in your corner who stand up for you wherever you go.
47 pitches already for Sanchez. Here's the 1-0. Drilled in the air. Deep center. Back goes Crawford. It's got a chance. Gone! 3-run homer, Michael Busch. Cubs lead 4-1.
Michael Busch, a few days back, he dumps one ball as a pinch hitter in the left center. He drives the ball the other way the last few days, and now this one, a blast to straightaway center up, one of the best lefties in the game. Michael Busch is starting to heat up, and so is the power bat of Michael Busch.
He has 9 RBIs. He has given the Cubs a 4-1 lead here in the third inning. And Dansby Swanson will check in and take a strike. Now, Ron, you see this a lot in baseball. Busch had no homers going into last night's game. He belted his first. He belts his second less than 24 hours later. And the pitch to Dansby is in there. How and why does that happen?
Well, there's a confidence. There's whatever you're working on is starting to click. Suzuki did the exact same thing, to your point, just the other day. Back-to-back games, back-to-back homers. But to me, I can see exactly what Michael Busch has been doing. He went from being pull to now let's use the other side of the field, and the timing gets better. You see the ball longer because it carries, and now he's homered to left field or left center, now straightaway center, and he's gotten hits the other way also.
And the flag's blowing favorably toward the middle of the diamond right now. Busch with 9 RBIs. Line drive, base hit to right for Dansby Swanson. Another thing the Cubs as a team, Ron, have done very well of late is elevate the pitch count of the guy on the mound early in games. And if you're the Phillies, you don't want your pitcher Sanchez to be leaving the game in the 4th or 5th or even the 6th inning necessarily. But the Cubs have done a great job in really making the other guy make a lot of pitches.
Yeah, I mean, they've done a great job of that, is right. And the thing about that in the 2 series, one in Philly and then this one, Cubs have done a great job of banging around the bullpen of the Phillies. So, I mean, this is exactly what Rob Thompson the Phillies manager did not want to have happen is his starting pitcher get banged around early.
Matt Shaw, the batter. Matt lines one into left field. There's a base hit. Swanson around second. He'll hold at second as Reyes fires it back in. How about 5 consecutive hits against a guy the quality of Christopher Sanchez?
3 innings. The Cubs have 10 hits in the ball game in 3 innings, and there's only 1 out here in the third. How about that?
Here's Miguel Amaya. No activity in the Philly bullpen yet. Managers tend to stay with their aces longer than other guys. That's up to a point. And now this pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1.
And I just think it's at that point now where Philadelphia has used their bullpen extensively in this series, 4-game series. You really wanted to get Sanchez, you're saying, 5-6 innings at least.
Ground ball, diving stop by Bohm from his knees, throws to first. Great play. Wow. Bohm took a base hit away from Amaya, and then from his knees over at third, made that long throw across the diamond. Did you make that throw a few times?
I have made that throw. It's not easy, and he made it look easy. And that's another play. I mean, that's another hard hit ball by the Cubs. That's second ball that Amaya squared up.
Here's Nico Horner. 2 outs, men at second and third. And the pitch to Nico, low and inside.
Nico's got a chance. If he gets another low 2-seamer, that's inner half. This ball could go a long way. Because he's hit 2 balls now. Hit him hard, but beat him right into the ground. I would think Nico, as hot as he is and as good as he's swinging, he's going to make the adjustment, and this ball could be hit very hard.
The team's RBI leader with 22. Nico waits. Bouncing ball to third. Bohm's got it. Long throw across in time. Bohm getting a lot of activity in the early going. Well, the Cubs score 3 on the 3-run homer by Michael Busch. We go to inning number 4. It's the Cubs 4 and the Phillies 1 on the score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Great Cubs guests all season long. Lahimi Harris and Grody, middays 10 to 2 on 104.3 The Score.
Here's a club you want to get into. Club Citgo, the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Download Club Citgo today. Savings could up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
You're driving home after a long day and someone crashes into your car. That's wrong. You go to the store and slip on their wet floor. That's wrong. Think insurance companies want to help you? Wrong. Make the right move and call D&W, Chicago's injury law group. Call D&W Law Group day or night at 312-888-8888. They'll stand up to insurance companies, fight to make it right, and get you the settlement you deserve. Don't wait. Call the 8s. 312-888-8888.
Got big plans tonight? Make sure your post-game plan is locked in before last call comes around. Plan ahead and party on with a sober ride home at the end of the night.
Your ride is here.
Drive sober or get pulled over. It's not a game.
In baseball, it's all about keeping your eye on the ball. And at Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha, it's about keeping things simple. No inflated prices, no games, just a relaxed, honest car buying experience. This month, get 0% for 72 months on a new 2026 gas engine Subaru Forester, plus a $750 Ziegler rebate. Visit ZieglerSubaruKenosha.com today. Take the short drive north and discover why there's a lot to love at Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. $1,389 for $1,000 financed with $0 down to qualified buyers with approved credit on select models. Expires 4/30/26.
Hey, Cubs fans, make history with your business in the Village of Bedford Park. To learn more, contact Adam Colopy at ACOLLOPY at villageofbedfordpark.com.
The out-of-town scoreboard is sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app. Save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Brewers lead the Tigers 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th inning. David Hamilton, the go-ahead single for Milwaukee. And Ozzie Albies with a 2-run single. Braves lead the Nationals 6-2 in the last of the 7th. Pat?
All right, Zach, thank you. Kyle Schwarber first up for the Phillies here in the 4th inning. Schwarber struck out in the first. Kyle having a quiet series. He did have a homer in the series, but he's 1 for 13.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Schwarber takes a pitch outside. It's time to play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. I think this might be the biggest crowd of the series. Pretty sure it is. Ground ball to second, sharply hit, gloved cleanly by Nico. Short toss in time. Fourth straight inning in which Cabrera has retired the leadoff Phillies hitter, and the batter now is Bryce Harper.
Good pitch. That ball running away from Schwarber, and he tries to pull it. And when you pull that sinker, that two-seamer, it's going to be a tough pitch to get elevated. Hits that routine ground ball to Nico.
Bouncing ball foul. I see a few empty seats in the upper deck way up in the corners and a few down the lines in the lower deck, but this is a healthy-sized audience. I'm going to say 35,000. Nope, I'm going to say 33,433. 33433.
Wow. It's a pretty good poker hand you got there.
It's a flush.
It's a flush.
There is a line drive base hit into right by Harper.
It's 4 of a kind last time I checked. Is really good.
Flush was the only term I knew for cards. I just threw it out there.
Yeah, no, you were right. It could be. Yeah.
Harper, a one-out single. Here's Felix Reyes. Are you a good card player? I bet you are.
I do not play a lot of cards.
Like I said, I bet you never play.
I'm a blackjack player.
Here's a pitch in there for a strike. You just seem like you'd be a good card player.
Good bluffer.
Yeah, you have a good memory. You kind of pay attention to what's going on.
I like to play blackjack. That's the game I'll play.
Here comes the 0-1, a chopper foul at the plate off the foot of the batter, Reyes. And the count now is 0-2.
First out in the inning, sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity. Imagine that. Were you ever a card player?
Not so much. I do enjoy some of the video card games that you can play.
Yeah, okay.
0-2 on Reyes.
Did you play cribbage when you were in college or anything like that?
I've played it a few times. Yeah. It's been many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
Were you strong at cribbage?
Not really.
Here comes the 0-2. Bouncing ball wide of third, gloved by Bregman. He'll go to first with the throw and gets his man. On the play, Harper safe at second. 2 outs. Cubs lead 4-1, and the batter now is Brendan Marsh.
Great play by Bregman. He's showing off his range there. That ball hit in the hole. He went a long way to get to that ball, and then does a very nice job of just kind of icing Harper at second to make sure Harper knew he saw him, because Harper had thoughts of going all the way to third base. Bregman with a nice play.
Marsh had a homer his first time, a drive into the right center field seats, his third of the year. Cubs and Dodgers tomorrow night from Chavez Ravine, Dodger Stadium. Ground ball, that's going to be a base hit. It's going to drive in a run. Harper around third scoring. And the Phillies get closer now. It's 4-2. Marsh has driven in both runs with a homer and now an RBI single.
Well, that's just good hitting. Home run, he got a pitch he could handle and did some damage with it. That time he sees the shortstop position vacated, and he just doesn't look to do anything but just hit a hard ground ball line drive at that spot, and does so and drives in the second run.
Marsh now with 13 RBIs for the year. Cubs on top 4-2. And the left-handed batting Stott takes a strike. So do we have all of our guesses? Zach is going to make his guess, and Rich Wyatt has made his. The Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game.
Yep, I will guess.
Here comes the 0-1.
I'll guess 34,000. How's that?
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Pat. Fine. Let's go 30,500 for my guess.
So quite a bit lower, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Now the 0-1 pitch by Cabrera. Pulled on the ground. Diving stop by Bush. Good play. Steps on the bag. Inning over. That ball would have been an extra base knock and might have ended up all the way into the right field corner. But Bush, the first baseman, made a diving stop and a very good play to end the inning. Phillies get a run on 2 hits, leave 1. Middle of inning number 4. Cubs 4, Philadelphia 2. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Alex Bregman. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
You're out of there, leaky store brands. When all else fails, switch to North Shore Adult Diapers. That's total lockdown protection for even the heaviest control problems. Try North Shore Adult Diapers at northshore.com today and focus on life, not leaks.
Hey, baseball fans, step up to the plate like a pro with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. Circa Sports is sports betting the way it should be, with no bet fees in Illinois. Circa Sports brings you player-friendly pricing, enhanced in-game options, exceptional customer service, and more. Whether you're betting with the home team or scouting the next big matchup, take your swing with the Circa Sports app. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com.
Gear up for game day at Sports World. Jerseys, sweatshirts, hats, tees, and must-have souvenirs for all your favorite teams. Online at sportsworldchicago.com or in-store at Sports World, across from Wrigley Field at Clark and Addison. Look like a true fan. Shop Sports World.
Bring beauty to every room with harmonious hues and luxurious paint. Now through April 28th, save 20% on Benjamin Moore Aura and Regal Select interior paints. Take advantage of this offer and create outstanding spaces with lasting distinction. Visit BenjaminMoore.com to find a locally owned retailer near you. Terms and conditions apply. Limit 3 gallons. Contact us for details. Benjamin Moore, official paint of the Chicago Cubs.
Shop Grand Appliance for expert advice, fast delivery, and the lowest prices every day on top brands like Electrolux, Frigidaire, and more. Visit grandappliance.com for full details.
Spiegel and Holmes talk Cubs baseball and Chicago sports every weekday from 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score and the Odyssey app. Pat?
Cubs lead 4-2, batting now in the bottom of the 4th inning. Alex Bregman first up, and he will take a strike. Cubs already going through their order for the 3rd time, and this is only the 4th inning, so you know they've had a lot of base runners so far. 10 hits. Bregman looks at a strike. The Cubs scoring a sac fly by Dansby Swanson in the 2nd and a big 3-run homer to dead center by Michael Bush in the 3rd. That's the game's big blow. Brendan Marsh has driven in both Philly runs with a homer and a single. Bregman looks at a ball low and in. Mention the Cubs and the Dodgers. We've got some game times for you. You might want to make a note. 3 different game time starts the next 3 days. Tomorrow, a late night Central Time beginning at 9:15. Swing and a miss by Bregman, and he's out number 1. Jamison Tyone against Emmett Sheehan. The Saturday game is a national television game, and it will start at 6:15 Chicago time. That's Colin Ray against Rookie Sasaki. And then the Sunday game, 3:10 here in the Midwest. Shota Imanaga against Justin Robleski. First pitch in there for a strike. The Dodgers have not played all that great of late. For one thing, they've split their last 10 games, 5-5, and they've lost the last 2 games to the Giants, and they split 4 against Colorado last weekend. So they are not in that invincible category at the current time.
And one thing we know is, there's when you catch teams, right? Cubs have caught a 4-year-in-a-row playoff team, the Phillies, and they're not playing great baseball.
High fly ball, deep left field. Get out the tape measure. Long gone for Ian Happ. All the way on to Waveland Avenue. That's one of the longer home runs I've ever seen Ian hit as a right-handed batter. That had to be in the 440, 450 neighborhood. Wow. Cubs lead 5-2.
Well, Ian gets a pitch, and this is that thing we were talking about earlier about that ball down and trying to get it out front, but getting underneath it and getting the ball elevated. He hits this ball a mile. It's a slider down and in, and it didn't quite get down, and it didn't quite get in. And Ian, he just pounded that ball. Oh, man.
He's the team leader with 7 home runs. Can you remember a longer one we've ever seen him hit than that?
Not right-handed.
Seiya Suzuki takes outside, 2 balls and no strikes.
Ian spent a lot of time this spring training, I know, in watching him with John Maley, working on his right-handed swing. And I'm telling you, it's paying off. And it paid off right there because he had a long home run.
Seiya wants to challenge the last call by home plate umpire Hunter Wendelstedt. And that pitch was indeed down low. So the Cubs still have 1 challenge remaining. I do like this new system. I really do. Very efficient.
Yep.
Fastball strike 3-2 now to Seiya.
I love that it doesn't really disrupt the pace of the game. It just, you get it, 10 seconds, you know exactly what it is, and we keep going.
And there's no arguments.
Yeah.
The 3-1, swing and a miss, 3-2. How can you argue with video proof?
Yeah, right.
It's there for the whole world to see. Either it's in the zone or it's not. Here's the payoff pitch. And that's going to be ball 4, just missed. Seiya gets on, and the batter Carson Kelly. And Sanchez now up to 71 pitches after 3 1/3. Again, this Cub offense just relentless here in this recent stretch.
Now we need Rich's guess in the attendance game. Rich, are you done counting? Kind of like yesterday, you spent a lot of time counting the fans.
Just got to get it right. I'm going to go 32,000.
Rich Wyatt. We have an intern with the first name of Wyatt. You would never name a son of yours Wyatt, would you, Rich?
Be like Madonna, just the one name. Probably not.
It's absolutely none of my business.
But I appreciate you.
Well, I beg to differ. You just made it your business in front of thousands of people that are listening. Which, hey, if you come in the booth, then guess what? That's part of the program.
Exactly.
This is my son, Wyatt. And the 1-1. Ground ball to third, fair. Glove by Bohm goes to second. They get 1 over to first, not in time. Harper came off the bag. I think the throw would have been too late anyway, but it seems to me he could have stretched and kept the foot on the bag, possibly, Ron. I was surprised to see him leave first base when you have a chance for a double play.
That's an old trick that you would do years ago playing first base before the video replays. And not that I would have ever done that, but you say that's something you could have done.
Sounds like you did do it. You're just not fessing up.
It sounds like you're right.
Here's Michael Busch. Michael Busch taking a strike. Wyatt would like to probably take vacations in Bora Bora. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and it's inside to Michael Busch, and the count 0-2. Busch with the game's big blow, a 3-run homer, and came back in the third.
Bora Bora, you say?
Yes, sir. And the next offering. In there for a call, strike 3, and maybe stop by in Washington in the lovely town of Walla Walla. Cubs get a run on the home run by Ian Happ. Zach Zaidman will join Ronnie in a moment. At the end of 4, the score, Cubs 5, Phillies 2. This is the score on the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs talk on your ride home. Spiegel and Holmes, afternoons 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
For 120 years, Sloan has led the way in innovation, water efficiency, and sustainability, a legacy that has extended to the friendly confines. As the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs, Sloan has supported fans with hygienic restroom products at Wrigley Field for over a century. Today, Sloan's bottle fillers provide Cub fans with clean drinking water while helping reduce plastic waste. This season, Sloan continues to redefine what smart restroom design looks like. Learn more at sloan.com and go Cubs go!
Save time every time for a great haircut. Just download the Great Clips app or check in online at greatclips.com. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Alongside Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman with you. Top 5 at Wrigley. Cubs with a 5-2 lead over the Phillies as Edward Cabrera starts off Alec Boehm with a slider off the inside. 1-0. Cabrera, the right-hander, faces home plate. He winds and deals. And the next pitch is low for a ball, 2-0. 68 degrees at first pitch here at Wrigley. Temperature now in the low 70s. A light wind blowing out to left. Partly cloudy afternoon, but plenty of sunshine here at the friendly confines. The 2-0 by Cabrera. Boehm swings and fouls it out of play. Second deck off to the right. 2-1. Cubs flexing their muscles today. The big hit. Michael Busch, a 3-run home run to give the Cubs the lead in the third. Here comes the 2-1. An awkward check swing. Did he go around on appeal? Yes, says Edwin Moscoso at first base. So 2-2 now on Boehm. Ian Happ with a long home run to left in the last inning. Cubs up 5-2.
Cubs with 11 hits in the first 4 innings against Sanchez.
Now the 2-2. Boehm fouls it back.
Sanchez can give up some hits, but he is also one of the elite guys and great arm, great stuff. Cubs offense today has been right on time.
Cabrera deals. Boehm swings and fouls it off the netting to the right. They'll do it again. Count remains 2-2. It's been impressive to see all the aspects of Cubs baseball working correctly during this 8-game winning streak. The 2-2. A ground ball hit on the right side, fielded on a high hop by Horner, roaming to his left. He flips to first in time. Boehm's retired. 1 away. The first out, sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Another good pitch by Cabrera. A little two-seamer boring in on. Did I say boring or boring? And on Boehm to get the two-hopper second. Coming to you live all season long, I think, from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs. That still got me.
And then Pat switched it up with Walla Walla. Justin Crawford at the plate, a 1-1 count. Cabrera works his motion and deals. A bouncing ball up the middle, backhanded by Horner. Jump throw to first, dug out by Busch. In time! What a play! 2 down.
Nico gets up the middle on this bounding ball. He catches it about shoulder high, running straight towards, the left field bleacher area. I mean, he's running hard that way. The jump throw is important because of who hit the ball. Crawford runs really well. Nico with a great play and a nice pick at first base by Michael Bush on a low throw.
Now Garrett Stubbs at the plate. A ground ball hit to third, fielded on one knee by Bregman. His throw to first in time, and the Phillies go down in order in the top of the fifth. Middle five, it's a 5-2 Cubs lead on the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here on 104.3 The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
What if you could have the most reliable Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Just 5 years of fiber-powered Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family's banking on bandwidth. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger, but your Wi-Fi, it would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity, imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Powered by fiber. Connected to the premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
Coom here. Baseball's been around a long time, since the 1800s, when pitchers threw underhand. You know what's been around even longer? Yingling. Yingling started brewing in 1829. People were drinking a cold Yingling before baseball even existed. No box scores, no seventh inning stretches, just great beer that stood the test of time for 197 years. So next time you're at a ballpark, grab a Yingling Traditional Lager, because just like baseball, legends stand the test of time. Yingling is proud to be the official beer of the Cubs Radio Network.
DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA.
Every team needs a closer. Injured? Dial Pound Law. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs. Morgan & Morgan, 332 South Michigan Avenue, Chicago.
Monday, May the 4th, is Star Wars night at Wrigley Field. Fans who purchase tickets at Cubs.com/specials will receive an exclusive Cubs Grogu bobblehead. Don't miss out on this offer. What was that? I like it. Cool.
Wow.
Bringing the sound effects.
Is that how that guy sounds? You were talking about it yesterday.
It sounds as though if you didn't know who he was, he would sound like that. Dansby Swanson at the plate and looks at a ball in the dirt to start off the last of the fifth.
And I've seen a picture of the bobblehead. It looks the way he sounds.
Yeah. What was that again?
You heard it.
Yeah. Come on, bring it back. Cubs up 5-2. Christopher Sanchez on the mound. The left-hander works on the extreme third base side of the rubber. High leg kick and pitch. Swanson swings, and it's a line drive to center. Right there, Crawford makes the catch. One away as Swanson is retired.
Tell you, if Dansby stays back through the middle the other way like he has today for a little bit, his timing, his swing is right on time right now. He does that for just another day or two. Then that pull side comes right back into play because you're on time with the pitches. His swing looks really good.
Matt Shaw digs in. Right-handed batter. Sanchez deals, and Shaw looks at a strike, a sinking fastball. 0-1. Shaw's 2 for 2 today. Couple of singles, playing center field with Pete Crow Armstrong getting the day off before the Cubs head out west. Here comes the 0-1. Shaw looks at a ball low.
I think some of the veteran players are messing with Pete, dropping the Wally Pip on him.
Yes. The 1-1 offering by Sanchez. Shaw bunts it behind the plate. Foul, 1-2. That's something PCA would do. Not bunting a foul, but attempting to bunt.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea. You give Pete a chance, just a day off here in Chicago for the day game with a really good lefty on the mound, knowing he is going to Los Angeles, his hometown, and then San Diego to play. You know he's going to play in every one of those games.
Shaw fouls the next pitch back, 1-2.
And Pete's been on a roll. He looked really good yesterday, you know, using the other side of the field and the timing and letting that ball carry a little bit deeper, not having to try to hit it so far out in front of home plate. He looked great. And his defense has been spectacular in center field.
1-2 is low and inside, so 2-2 now with Shaw at the plate. One down, bottom five. Cubs with a 5-2 lead over the Phillies. Cubs looking to complete the 4-game sweep over Philadelphia. Sanchez rocks back and deals. In the dirt. So Shaw has worked a full count. Yeah, PCA had 3 hits last night, drove in 2 runs. And really from the get-go, the defense has been phenomenal, not just during this winning streak. Now the payoff pitch. Shaw fouls it back. They'll do it again.
Good swing by Matty. He's at 2 strikes, but Sanchez comes inside and with a perfect fastball location-wise. And Matty right on time with that heater inside at the knees.
Shaw hitting at 305 on the year. He waits for the 3-2. Here it comes. Low and inside, ball 4. So Shaw has reached base now 3 times today as he draws the bases on balls.
And for a pitcher, when you have a good arm like Sanchez does, a good movement, and you throw your best fastball into the righty, and you throw it in a perfect location for you, and that guy is right on time with it, that's not a good feeling for the pitcher. And he did not come close on 3-2 to Shaw.
Throw to first. Shaw gets back standing up. Miguel Amaya at the plate, 1 for 2 today. Walks of Cubs batters are sponsored by It'sNotAGameIllinois.com. Reminder, a walk is free, a DUI is not. Drive sober or get pulled over. Shaw goes the pitch. Amaya swing and a miss, and no throw to second base. Gives Shaw a stolen base. That's his 2nd of the year.
Now Shaw gets a good jump. Stubbs, the catcher, gets a pitch down in a way that not a bad pitch to throw on, but bobbles the ball in the transfer from glove to hand with the baseball. Shaw with a stolen bag.
Amaya swings and misses at a change. Count is 0-2.
Amaya's hit the ball right on the button twice. He singled to left center. Did not drive in a run because the line drive went over Turner's head. And Bushy had to hold at second base, and then he grounded out the third, but hit a bullet at Bohm.
Amaya, powerful right-handed batter. The lefty Sanchez delivers. That one's in the dirt. 1-2 the count. It's impressive to me about Shaw as he's moved above 300 with the batting average. He's playing all these different positions and not letting it impact him at the plate. A long set by Sanchez. The 1-2. Amaya swings and misses. Got him with a changeup. 2 away.
Well, you and I are in the manager's office at least once a homestand, to start the homestand with the manager's show, and we know what he thinks about defense. He was a good defender as a player. He knew that was going to be really part of his niche as a big leaguer for a long time, as Craig Counsell, who we're talking about. Nico takes that fastball away. But to have the confidence now to put Shaw in center field, big deal. Really is.
Says a lot about Shaw's athleticism and the ability to pick things up quickly. Sanchez looks at second. That's where Shaw is. Here comes the 0-1. And that's up high. Count even 1-1 with Horner at the plate. Nico is 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Right-handed batter stands deep in the box, hits out of a crouch, batting .310 on the year. The pitch. A ground ball hits softly to short, fielded by Turner. Throw across in time to get a hustling Horner for out number 3. After 6, I should say after 5, we head now to the 6. Cubs with a 5-2 lead over the Phillies on the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Dancy Swanson. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Hearing vital organs would be temporarily removed to reach my cancer had me speechless. I'm Jessica, and my team at Northwestern Memorial Hospital coordinated a complex surgery to save my life.
Nationally ranked for cancer by U.S. News and World Report, Jessica's team temporarily removed her liver and kidney to reach the tumor, replace the damaged vein, and eliminate the cancer in her heart.
My team stopped at nothing, and now nothing can stop me.
Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Hey, Cubs fans. Southwest Airlines here with more reasons why flying Southwest from Chicago just makes sense. We treat you right. We're reliable as heck. And, this is big, We go where you want to go with over 80 nonstop destinations out of Midway alone. So go with what just makes sense. Don't overthink it. That's for FIPS, WOBAs, and WARPs. Am I right? Southwest Airlines, the official airline of your Chicago Cubs. Based on published Midway flight schedules as of 2/24/26.
At Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, we make home service easy. We guarantee same-day service and installation with no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays. Family-owned for 53 years, Four Seasons has over 30,000 five-star Google reviews and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. For all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical needs, for all the right reasons, call 866 Four Seasons.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Cubs fans, it's Pat Hughes. If your business needs lots of water, the Village of Bedford Park offers a safe and reliable Lake Michigan water supply. Visit villageofbedfordpark.com.
Edward Cabrera working on a 3-hitter. Cubs on top by a score of 5-2. As we move to inning number 6, Trey Turner in the top of the order batting for the Phillies. First pitch in for a strike. Turner has flied to right twice in today's game. He hits another foul off to the right out of play. 0-2. Cabrera pitching well again. Came into the game with a perfect record of 2-0 and a 2.38 ERA. He delivers low and outside for a ball, but I'm just looking at his games. 6 shutout innings against the Angels. 5 2/3 shutout innings against Cleveland. Gave up 3 runs in 5 innings to the Pirates. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And then against the Mets last weekend, he gave up 3 runs in 6 innings. So he's, again, Ron, he's kept the Cubs in every single game, and that is your job.
It has been one of those things with him that, he's got such a great arm, and I think knowing he's got a great defense also behind him, he's come here and he wants to show that he can be an elite pitcher in this game, and he has done that so far.
Real nice fellow, too.
Yep.
Smiling, upbeat, fits right in. Here's the 0-1 to Kyle Schwarber. Kyle 0 for 2. Schwarber swings and doesn't get it. 0-2.
You know what I didn't realize about him when you're down on the field playing against guys? How big he is. He's a big guy.
He really is.
Yeah.
Now the 0-2 is a little bit low for a ball. Cabrera probably about, I would say, 6'3", maybe 225. Does that sound about right? 220. Here comes the 1-2 to Schwarber. Chopped foul at the plate. We'll do it again. Take a look.
6'5", 217, it says.
217.
6'5".
Okay, yeah. He's a big man. Schwarber with a count of 1-2. We'll take a look at some baseball history as we move along. Baseball history brought to you by villageofbedfordpark.com. Edward Cabrera takes a little extra time, now rocks and fires. Strike 3 called. Schwarber wants to challenge that call. Kyle thought it was down, I believe, as we watch it again. Let's see what the video shows us.
Backdoor slider, strike 3.
That is a strike. Schwarber is gone. Second time Cabrera has struck out Schwarber. 2 outs in this 6th inning, and the batter, Bryce Harper.
A little backdoor slider, and this is, can't throw it any better. It clips the corner, only half the baseball. Schwarber was like, that can't be a strike. Excellent pitch.
Cabrera's pitch to Harper is hit high in the air. It's a pop fly on the infield. Nico Horner's going to make the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Edward Cabrera. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It remains Cubs 5, Phillies 2. This is the score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here with Hall of Famer Pat Hughes and All-Star Ron Coomer on 104.3 The Score.
Style or substance. Somehow it became one or the other when choosing a truck.
But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Crew Cab models with a Turbo Max engine. That's an average finance savings of $49.49. Combine it with $1,350 engine credit plus $1,750 bonus cash to get over $8,000 in total value. Plus, get $3,500 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your local GMC dealer today. Available on 2.7-liter Turbo Max engines. Length of contract limited. Must finance with GM Financial. Some customers will not qualify. Savings based on bank rate of 5.22%. Must show proof of ownership and trade in a 2012 model year or newer vehicle. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 4/30/26.
Hey everybody, it's Matt Spiegel. I don't know about you, but home is my happy place. It's comfortable, it's cozy. But when I started noticing scuffs and faded colors, it needed my attention. That's why I called CertaPro Painters. I asked about their spring sales event for 10% off qualifying projects through May 15th. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. You can schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
When it comes to tuxedos and suits, the pros at Suits 2020 have the winning looks. Why rent when you can own for about the same price? Schedule your free fitting at Suits2020.com.
Alex Bregman is on deck for the Cubs. Who's on Deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com.
Alex Bregman will lead off, Zach. Thank you. Alex looks at a strike from the left-hander.
Let's see what's on tap here in the sixth inning, sponsored by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. How about what's on tap here? We're in the sixth. Cubs with 11 hits.
Line drive toward the middle, backhanded nicely by Stott. Gets up and throws him out. The Phillies have some guys who can play some pretty strong defense all over their diamond. Nice play by Stott.
Yeah, that's big league play there. That ball smashed right back through the middle. And on that in-between hop, you make the diving catch. That's a great play. But another bullet off Cubs bat.
Ian Happ steps in. Cubs lead 5-2. And a pitch to Ian inside. Ian with a tape measure home run back in the fourth, his 7th of the year. He is 1 for 3. This date in baseball history brought to you by villageofbedfordpark.com. It's time to make history for your business in Bedford Park. Swing and a miss. Let's see what happened. It was on this date. Hard to believe, Ron. This was 27 years ago tonight. Fernando Tatis became the first player in big league history to hit 2 grand slams in 1 inning. Bouncing ball toward the middle to his left. Turner, glove, spins, throws to first, not in time. Happ gets the infield single. Turner gloved it, tried to do a pirouette, which always makes it a tough throw, and he was unable to get Happ at first.
Yeah, when you got to go that far to get the ball and then still make the 360, if the hitter is fast, he's going to beat that play. Happer hustling all the way.
And that might be all for the Philly pitcher. But Fernando Tatis hit 2 grand slams in 1 inning, both against the Dodgers starter Chon Ho Park. 8 RBIs in 1 inning, broke the old record of 6. And something tells me, Ron, that record will never be broken.
Yeah.
Possibly it could be equaled, but to break it, you'd have to hit 3 grand slams in 1 inning. I'm just not seeing that.
Never happened.
Pitching change coming up for the Phillies. And pitching changes for the Phils. Sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at Sloan.com. Cubs 5, Phillies 2. 6th inning. We'll be right back after this on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Chicago. This is Dansby Swanson. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra vutrisiran is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Right-hander Chase Schubert takes over for the Phillies on the mound. Cubs seeking their 9th win in a row, and the Phillies in danger of losing for the 9th consecutive game. Suzuki to face Schubert. First pitch to Seiya, outside for a ball. Cubs and Dodgers tomorrow night from L.A. This game is not over yet. The Phillies have a lot of firepower. Here's a liner into center, falling in for a base hit, a soft single. Happ will stop at second. Everything falling in and going right for the Cubs right now, Ron.
Yeah, offense is just on fire. This pitch, another pitch right in the middle of the plate, about belt high, and Suzuki hammers this ball right back through the middle. So another good at bat for the Cubs. 13 hits here, and we're 1 out and 6 for the Cubs.
Cubs had 13 hits last night. They had 12 in the opener, or actually 12 on Tuesday night, and then 8 in the opener on Monday night. Against some pretty good quality pitching. Here's the pitch by Schubert to Carson Kelly, and it's down low. Cubs trying to get to 7 games above 500. Now the stretch by the right-hander. Runners lead first and second. Inside. Kelly gets grazed by the pitch. And now the home plate umpire is saying hit by pitch. I'm reading it. I'm seeing the base runners advance. Yeah,
hit by pitch.
It is a hit by pitch. No argument from the Phillies. They did appeal. Wendelstedt, the home plate umpire, appealed down to Moscoso.
In case of the swing. So just in case it's getting out of the way, like you actually, because a lot of times the home plate umpire gets distracted and really doesn't see the swing at all on a play like that. So with the ball being deflected around, but good job by Hunter to try to get the play right, and it is a hit by pitch.
Michael Busch with a chance to break the game wide open. And he hits a bouncing ball to first. It's gloved by Harper. He'll have to make the play unassisted as a run scores. Harper frustrated. I think he had notions of throwing home to try to force out Happ, but that last bounce took kind of an eccentric hop, and he had to reach out. It threw him off balance, and he only had the one play at first, Ron.
Yeah, it hits in the area where everybody takes their lead off of first base with that topspin. So the ball's already going to kick hard anyway, and then when it hits that area that's been maybe chewed up just a little bit, his only plays at first.
So the Cubs get a run on the ground out by Busch, his 4th RBI of the game, his 10th of the year. Cubs on top now 6-2, 2 down, second and third, and this is a big at-bat for Dansby. Swanson 1 for 2. Here's the pitch on the way, hit high in the air. Pop fly on the infield. The shortstop Turner battling the sun makes the catch to end the inning. But the Cubs add a run and leave a pair. It's on to the 7th inning. It's the Cubs 6 and the Phillies 2 on the score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Ian Happ. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Following is a paid political announcement.
State Senator Dan Darnell was supposed to be different. He promised to fight for Hoosier families and stand with President Trump. He failed. Durnell voted against President Trump's agenda in Washington. That hurt Hoosier families, and he voted to let a Chinese company buy Hoosier farmland, putting China before us. Dan Durnell, opposing Trump, voting like a liberal, letting us down. A disgrace.
President Trump has endorsed conservative Trevor DeVries for state senate, a real Republican who will fight for Hoosier values. Trevor DeVries will stand with Trump, protect Hoosier farmland from China, defeat the liberal agenda, and never let you down. A true America First conservative, the right choice for Indiana. Endorsed by Trump, Trevor DeVries for state senate. Election day is May 5th. Paid for by American Leadership PAC.
The Volvo XC90 is equipped with 7-seat versatility for surprise team practice carpools. Dynamic storage for when quick stops at the antique market turn into a whole new living room set. With Google built in for when you choose the road more exciting. And innovative technology and advanced safety features for all your precious cargo. The Volvo XC90, designed for life. Visit volvocars.com/US to learn more. Google is a trademark of Google LLC. When choosing a financial partner, you want people you trust. At Consumers Credit Union, you can trust they put you first. Partner with the people in your corner at myconsumers.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Cubs 6, Phillies 2, 7th inning. Edward Cabrera will start this inning on the mound for the Cubs. He has pitched another excellent ball game. And let's see if he can keep it going. Facing Reyes, who hits a high fly ball to left. Over toward the line is Happ. He's got room and makes the catch in the corner area. Maybe 15 feet off the line and just a step or two off the warning track, and that's out number 1.
Yep, first out in the inning. Sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price. 5 years Xfinity, imagine that.
Cabrera now has set down 8 consecutive Phillies. He's allowed just 3 hits all day. And I have him for 0 walks.
Yeah.
And that's always impressive to me, Ron, on a day like today when the wind is blowing out. Because, let's face it, it's a lot easier for guys to hit home runs in these conditions. So if you're still working and challenging guys and throwing strikes and fooling them, you've really pitched a great game.
Yeah. Well, he's got a great arm. And he's got some A-plus pitches, and he's thrown strikes today all day long.
Brandon Marsh takes inside.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
The 7th inning Volvo stretch will be performed by DePaul basketball coach Chris Holtman. Here's a high fly ball, left field. Back goes Happ, near the wall, in front of the wall, and that's in the basket for a home run for Brandon Marsh. A wind-blown home run. Ian went backpedaling, seemed to be waiting for it, but it landed in that front edge of the basket for a home run, and now it's a 6-3 game.
Now, one thing we could say, Marsh was ready to play today. He's got 3 hits in the game. He's hit 1 long home run to right. He's using the other side of the field and the conditions to his favor and a single. So 3 RBIs, 3 hits.
Let's see if that gets the bullpen going. Cabrera still only at 73, so he's got some left in the tank. Bryson stopped the batter. Stott is nothing for 2. Here's the 0-1. Line to center, a base hit. That will probably get the bullpen busy, you would think.
Yeah, I would expect probably to see Tommy Hotovy here soon, just to slow things down a little bit.
The Cubs are done with the Phillies after this game, regular season. They could meet again in October, but this will be the final regular season meeting between the two teams here on the 23rd of April. Alec Boehm will take inside, ball one. Boehm has struck out and grounded out. Cabrera sporting a blue Cubs glove. He'll fire low. The runner at first bluffing. Carson Kelly made a pickoff throw, and then he decided to go ahead and challenge the last ball strike call.
Yeah, there you go.
And he made a good challenge. That's a strike.
What happens in that play, the runner starts to take off from first, and then stops. So Kelly pops up to make a throw to first, and you block out the umpire. So Hunter Wendelstedt probably got blocked out from seeing that pitch, but it was a good pitch.
Inside ball two, 2-1.
All ABS challenges, instant replays, ball strike challenges sponsored by Northwestern Medicine.
The lead by Stott, and a throw to first chases him back. I wouldn't think the Phillies would do a lot of base stealing attempts right now.
No, you get a man on. You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, especially if the wind blowing out. A couple swings of the bat, you're right in the game.
Now the pitch to Boehm, fly ball, right field, pretty well hit. Back goes Suzuki near the wall. He drops the ball. He collided with the wall. The ball falls on the track. Coming over from center, Shaw picks up the ball and gets it back in. Runners at second and third. Seiya didn't realize how close he was to the wall. He had the ball in his glove, but then it popped free when he banged into that wall near the bullpen gate area.
Yeah, it's one of those plays where you're getting really close to the ivy, and you reach up, you try to make the catch, and hit off the thumb part of his glove, up on the top part of his glove, and was unable to make the catch.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is The Score on the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams, Spiegel and Holmes, afternoons 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score, and Odyssey Sports Station, WSCR, WSCR-FM, and HD1 Chicago.
It has scored a double for Alec Boehm. I'm sure Suzuki would tell you that he thought he should have caught that ball.
Yeah, there's no way you can give that an error, but it's a play that I know just from watching Suzuki's body language. He's wishing he made the catch. He was there.
So now the Phillies get the tying run to the plate. Justin Crawford, infield back. The lead is 6-3 with one away here in the top of inning number 7. So still some baseball left today. Cabrera looks over at the lead by the runner Stott. And the next offering in there for a strike.
A good backdoor hook. He's had a good breaking ball today to the left. Handers is Cabrera. That pitch starts out away and comes back to the outside corner.
Now the 1-1. A ground ball to third. Shaw's got it, or Bregman's got it rather, and then throws the ball away at first. A run will score. Runners are going to end up at second and third. Bregman went for the runner, Stott. Stott slid back into the bag. Bregman then threw it to first and threw it wide. And the Phillies are getting back in the game. They get a run on the play. It's now 6-4, and they've got the tying run out at second base.
Well, you and I have talked a lot about this, about the game clock and how things go. Well, when a guy with great speed like Crawford hits a ball like that, and then you make that step towards third, it throws your clock off and throws your steps off to make the throw to first. And that's what happened to Bregman.
Garrett Stubbs hits a fly ball to center. Tagging at third is Boehm. The catch by Shaw. The run will score. The throw goes toward third base. And now it's a one-run ball game all of a sudden. Cubs lead is 6-5, 2 down, 7th inning with a runner at second. And the batter, Garrett Stubbs.
Yeah, things can happen in a hurry here at Wrigley Field with that wind blowing out. A couple hits, play not made, and that's where you stand right now. And now you got the top of the lineup rolling up.
Trey Turner batting. Stubbs gets the sac fly. Turner nothing for 3. Here's the pitch on the way. Fly ball, shallow left center, playable. Shaw is there. He's got it. And the inning is over. So the Phillies score 3 times in the inning. And they're right back in it. As the Cubs lead is now 6-5 here at Wrigley. And it's time for the stretch. Guest conductor Chris Holtman, as we said, the DePaul University men's basketball head coach. Here he is.
Head coach Chris Holtman.
What's up, Cubs fans? What a perfect day for baseball. Sing with me. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if we never get back, for it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some runs.
Cubs Talk on your ride home. Spiegel and Holmes, afternoons 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Cubs fans! This season, the Chicago Cubs are pitching for chicken with Chick-fil-A. If the Cubs strike out 3 batters in any inning during a home game, everyone gets a reward from Chick-fil-A on their mobile app. That's 3 strikeouts, 1 inning. Find more details and official rules at CFAChicagoland.com. Keep listening every home game for your chance at a free reward and eat more chicken.
Strike 3, you're out.
Pete Curl Armstrong will lead off the bottom of the 7th inning for the Cubs as he swings and misses. Got a fastball from the new right-hander for Philadelphia, Kirkring. Pete is going to pinch hit for Imaya now that you have a right-hander on the bump. Pete with a big swing and foul that one back. Count is 0-2. 6-5 ball game. Cubs were up pretty big early, and Philadelphia with a 3 spot in the top of the 7th have scratched their way back into this game. Gorgeous day here at Wrigley. Pete takes that pitch down and in for a ball. Counts 1-2. Philadelphia with only 6 hits in the game, but they've got 5 runs. Big inning last inning. Sprayed the ball around the yard. Home run by Marsh, his 2nd of the ball game. As Pete fouls that one off, I believe, the mask of the home plate umpire, Hunter Wendelstedt, and that one will shake you up a little bit. Hunter giving a little kind of a half laugh to Pete. And if you've ever been behind the plate as an umpire or catcher, you know how that one feels. Now the 1-2 pitch to Pete. Slider down and in, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Pete Crow Armstrong strikes out to lead off the bottom of the 7th inning, and another pinch hitter now coming into the game, and it'll be Moises Ballesteros will come in. So Ballesteros will come in now that the right-hander is in the game. Ballesteros off to an incredible start this year, hitting .367 with 3 bombs and 11 driven in. You couldn't ask for a better start for him, getting that DH job out of spring training. You couldn't ask for a better start for Ballesteros than he's gotten so far. Kirkring's first pitch to Ballesteros, still check swing. It's a ball in, borderline pitch. Missed inside.
The 7th inning stretch was sponsored by the Volvo XC90, room for everyone, ready for wherever the road takes you.
Oh, there's a bullet down the line, going all the way down into the well. 2 hops off the ivy and right. And Ballesteros with a pitch hit double. That ball was scalded down the line and right into the well. Ballesteros. And Zach, we talk about this a lot. That kid can just flat out rake. You make a mistake, he's putting the barrel of the bat on it.
Doubles by Cubs batters, sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Reliable, comfortable, convenient. Southwest just makes sense.
Roll to the top of the lineup now, and Nico Horner. Game is 6-5 Cubs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Nico takes that pitch down for a ball. Nico 0 for 4 ground balls against Sanchez, the starter. Next pitch to Nico. That pitch is a strike on the inside corner. A good sinker at 96 miles an hour from Kirkring. Counts 1-1. 1 out here in the 7th with Ballesteros at second. Now the pitch to Nico. And Kirkring steps off. Kind of a little reset here. Wind still blowing out towards straightaway center field and picking up as that pitch misses wide. And now catcher Stubbs will go out and talk to his right-hander.
All reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine.
It's been cool here at Wrigley, and we got up this morning and got to the ballpark. It was a beautiful morning, right at 70 degrees. Gotten a little warmer as the days progress, but the hitter in me is liking it more and more as the wind is picking up, blowing out the straightaway center now. And Zay just says, yeah, it's gotten better.
Yeah.
It's 79 degrees now here at Wrigley.
Getting you ready for the West Coast,
yeah,
right?
There we go. Cubs take a flight tonight right after the ball game to Los Angeles to play the Dodgers. Next pitch to Nico in the dirt. Good take by Nico. Counts 3-1. I'm looking forward to it. We always have a good time in Los Angeles talking to one of our favorite guys, Rick Monday, the ex-Cub.
He's not shy.
No, he is not. And he is a lot of fun. 3-1 to Nico. Hit down the left field line. Kind of fisted down the line, but is it going to stay fair? No. Foul ball. Didn't hit it real well. It jammed him, but definitely out of the reach of Baum, who went down the line. Baum couldn't get it. And he was probably the closest. Reyes gave it a look too, but it hit about 2 feet foul going down the left field line. Counts 3-2 to Nico. Nico checking the bat, making sure it's not broke. It's a definite jam shot. Now Nico's set in the box. And the 3-2 pitch upcoming from Kirkring. And Nico takes it outside for ball 4. A good at-bat for Nico. First time Nico has been on base. So the Cubs with 2 men on, the double by Ballesteros, and now a walk by Nico. And it'll bring up Bregman.
And Cool walks the Cubs batter, sponsored by It's Not a Game, Illinois.com. Reminder, a walk is free, a DUI is not. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Bregman has a hit in the game in his first at bat, a single. That pitch in the dirt. Nice block by Stubbs. That was a tough play, and he made a nice one. Cubs now with 14 hits in the ball game, but the game is a close one now. It's 6-5 here in the bottom of the 7th. This pitch up and in to Bregman. Counts 2-0 to Bregman. 2 men on and only 1 out. Kirkring comes set, a little long set, and Bregman pops this one out. In the infield, Turner just behind the second base bag in the outfield grass pulls this one in, Patrick, for the second out of the inning.
So now 2 outs, 2 on for Ian Happ. And this is a big at-bat and a big moment in this game. The Phillies rallied for 3 in the top of the inning to grab a lot of momentum. The Cubs had men at first and second with one away. Now two down. And runners still at first and second. And here's Ian Happ. Ian already with a homer and an infield hit today. Let's see if he can collect his third knock of the afternoon. The pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1.
Ian's home run is a right-hand hitter, probably one of the farthest balls we've seen him hit. Hit it out on a Waveland Avenue.
Kerkering ready for the 0-1. Runners take their leads. Happ swings and misses again. 0-2. Orion Kerkering. With runners taking their leads at first and second, the pitch. Looper, shallow right field going out. Harper makes the catch. Harper turned one way, then had to turn back the other way as he made the catch on that little soft blooper down the right field line. So the Cubs do not score. We've got a nail biter. Cubs 6, Phillies 5 as we go to the 8th inning on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Great Cubs guests all season long. Rahimi, Harrison, Grody, middays 10 to 2 on 104.3 The Score.
Do you own a manufacturing facility? Energy typically represents the largest cost in running your business. Properly insulated systems installed and maintained by trained professionals represents one of the best investments a company can make. In many cases, proper mechanical insulation can provide an annual rate of return of more than 100%. Learn how to pay less in energy costs with proper mechanical insulation. For a list of Illinois regional insulation contractors, visit the Heat and Frost Insulators website at local17insulators.com.
From the ballpark to the beach, Sea Glass wines are here to help you unwind. Sustainably crafted and refreshingly delicious, Sea Glass brings you the bright, crisp taste of California's Central Coast. No matter where the game takes you, whether you're meeting up before the game or kicking back after a well-earned win, Sea Glass is the perfect companion. So relax, refresh, and find your coastal state of mind with Sea Glass, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Come see what's happening in Greater Des Moines, where every weekend feels like an event. The nationally ranked Downtown Farmers Market, the iconic Iowa State Fair, the award-winning Des Moines Arts Festival, and Hinterland, one of the Midwest's can't-miss music festivals. Add in an iCubs game, a tenderloin as big as home plate, and a few surprises along the way, and suddenly your trip is whatever you want it to be. Des Moines, it's a trip. Make it yours at catchdesmoines.com.
Hey fans, why does flying Southwest Airlines from Chicago just make sense? Reliable, flexible, enjoyable. We're full of ibbles and obbles and proud of it.
6-5 Cubs, top of the 8th inning. And this 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids, 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today, Patrick. And the Cubs got a new left-hander in the ballgame.
Obi Milner, his first pitch, a called strike to Kyle Schwarber. Kyle, nothing for 3. He'll take another one outside, 1-1. Bryce Harper on deck, and then Felix Reyes. 8th inning, a 1-run game. And the next pitch, in there for a called strike.
A good pitch right on the outside corner. Little fastball, crossfired to Schwarbs. Cubs pitching change sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
Milner ahead of Schwarber, 1-2. A check swing, no swing, says third base umpire John Bacon. Off-speed pitch almost got him. The actual attendance today, 31,057 fans at Wrigley. Trying to see the Cubs, hoping to see the Cubs sweep the series. Breaking ball is low, and now it's 3-2. The Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. The 3-2 pitch, line down the line, foul to right.
Mike Schwarbs hit that ball hard, hooked it, just foul.
The Phillies will head down to Atlanta for a series with the Braves. The Cubs will head out to the West Coast to play the Dodgers the next 3. 3-2 pitch. Lifted to left, slicing toward foul ground, but I think it's going to stay in the field of play for Ian Happ. It is. and he makes the catch. Just the way Ian was dancing underneath that ball, Ron, you'd have to say that was not routine.
No, it's not. In most ball games, that ball ends up in the seats. With the wind blowing out to center the way it is, it keeps that ball on the field of play down either line, and Ian has to navigate the line, the wall, the wind, and the sun, and he does all the above to make the catch.
And he retires a very tough hitter in Schwarber. Here's another one in Bryce Harper. This is one of those instances where the middle of their order is batting in the 8th inning. So Milner trying to do some very important work here. A breaking ball is low, and it's 1-1.
Now we need tough play of the game. How about that last one, sponsored by Loyola Medicine? Loyola Medicine defines tough. That was not an easy play.
Sunny, windy day. Never easy on defense. This one is outside for a ball. Anyway, in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game, it looks like Zach Zaidman is the winner today. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Curveball tapped slowly foul toward third. 2-2 on Harper.
Catch of the game today. That's sponsored by Catch Des Moines. That play was a real trip, and so is Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours at CatchDesMoines.com. Had a few good plays. Dansby with a great catch and a hot smash.
Low for a ball. Harper checking his swing, and now it's 3-2 on Bryce.
Nico with a great play up the middle with the jump throw after a tough play.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Swinging a foul back. He challenged him. You know that Harper is trying to launch one. Milner, the lefty, looks in over his right shoulder for the sign. Here comes the 3-2. Fouled away again.
Harper taking a shot at left center field on that one. He took a big rip, but a little late. Looked like he was inside out swinging, trying to hit that ball to the 368 mark in left center.
Cubs have won 5 of the 6 games against the Phillies so far this year. Here's a swing and a foul. In and out of the glove of Carson Kelly. It's not something you can really practice, Ron. Catching foul tips.
No, it's ball hits your glove. You just hope it sticks in there.
Ready for the 3-2 one more time. Way outside. He walked him. Milner did make some very good pitches to Harper, but he ends up issuing the free pass. Tying run on Felix Reyes. Nothing for 3 in the game. The rookie outfielder playing in only his first full Major League Series. Eastern League MVP a year ago. The pitch on the way to Reyes. Bouncing ball to short. Swanson goes to second. They get one. Nico to first. Not in time. They get the lead man out at second base. On the 6-4 fielder's choice, Reyes able to leg it out over at first. 2 down.
Reyes shows pretty good speed. He's a big guy, and he's a big hitter is his deal. He can swing the bat. But he really hustled down that line to stop that from being a double play.
It's going to be a pinch runner, I believe, at first for Reyes. He will leave the game. Dylan Moore is the pinch runner at first. The Cub lead is 6-5, 8th inning. 2 down, a man at first. Marsh backs away from an inside breaking ball.
First out in this inning was sponsored by Xfinity, reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Now the Cubs southpaw ready, and a pickoff throw keeps the runner more close to the bag. Cubs will have the middle of their order due up in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Cubs outfield playing very deep right now.
Moore not running, and the pitch bounced foul. So 3 left-handed batters in a 4-batter stretch And that's why Milner has been called upon to work in this inning to try to neutralize the left-handed bats. The 1-1. Curve stays inside, 2-1. It's a 20-pitch inning so far for Hobie Milner.
You got to make a good pitch here. So far, Marsh has been right on. 2 home runs today and a single.
The runner goes at first. Outside throw by Kelly, and the tag not in time. Very close play. The throw slightly high and slightly to the third base side of the bag. It was a good throw, just a little too late. And the head first slide by Moore allows him to get the steal. I don't think the Cubs will challenge that call.
No, they are not. Good strong throw, but Moore with good speed just barely beats the tag.
So now the tying run in scoring position here in the 8th inning. And the 3-1 to Marsh. Pickoff throw to second, not in time. Dansby playing right behind the bag, had an easy assignment that time. Just run forward about 10 steps and you're on the bag. Now Milner glancing back at the runner and the pitch. Bouncing ball foul, and it's 3-2 on Marsh.
I'm telling you, Moore at second base, he is getting a massive lead at second. To the point where you really don't need to have that big a lead with 2 outs. You know, contact, you're going on the swing. You should score easily, but he's putting himself in jeopardy of getting picked off.
The crowd is standing. The pitch. Swinging a bouncer foul toward first. This great crowd at Wrigley, and the crowd has been a big part of these victories here of late. Cubs trying to win every game on the 7-game homestand. A perfect 6-0. And now the 3-2 on the way. Fouled away again by Marsh. Marsh has had a big day. 2 home runs already and a single. So his timing and his confidence are locked in right now. Moore takes the lead at second. 8th inning. The 3-2. Just outside ball 4. And it'll bring up Bryson Stott or possibly a pinch batter. I think the latter will be the case. We'll identify him momentarily. Could be Edmundo Sosa. And that's who it is. So now you've got the tying run at second, the potential go-ahead tally at first. And Craig Counsell will head to the mound. And Craig is going to go to the bullpen. So pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products. Siding with the Cubs, James Hardy. Ball game on the line. We're in the 8th inning. Cubs 6, Phillies 5. 2 outs, 2 on for the Phils when we come back on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Spiegel and Holmes, great Cubs guests and more on your way home. 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score.
Chicago baseball fans, Ron Coomer here. Spring in the city means the return of baseball and the start of backyard season. If you're thinking about upgrading your outdoor space, TimberTech Decking combines advanced innovation with the beauty of real wood without the maintenance. Built for resilience through the Midwest weather, it's designed to perform season after season. Order free samples or connect with a contractor near you at TimberTech.com. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
Bring beauty to every room with harmonious hues and luxurious paint. Now through April 28th, save 20% on Benjamin Moore Aura and Regal Select interior paints. Take advantage of this offer and create outstanding spaces with lasting distinction. Visit BenjaminMoore.com to find a locally owned retailer near you. Terms and conditions apply. Limit 3 gallons. Contact us for details. Benjamin Moore, official paint of the Chicago Cubs.
Let's all play ball. Don't miss Play Ball Weekend coming up on June 5th through the 7th, encouraging youth everywhere to get out and play. You can visit playball.org to register for a free event near you today. Pat?
Each team making a change here. Edmundo Sosa will pinch hit. Jacob Webb is the new Cubs pitcher. The tying run is at second base. That is Moore. The go-ahead run at first. That's Marsh. And we are ready for the resumption of play. 8th inning. And the pitch on the way to Sosa. Line drive, base hit, left center. This will tie the game. And Marsh will go to third on the single by Edmundo Sosa. First pitch. He smacked a line, sharp ground ball really, between Swanson and the second base bag. A clean single ties the game 6-6.
And you know, for a pinch hitter, that's what you're looking for, is first pitch fastball. And Sosa got this one right down the middle, and he hammered this ball back through the middle and tied the ball game.
Dylan Moore, the pinch runner, scores the game-tying tally. Brandon Marsh at third, back to even, tied at 6. And Alec Boehm, the batter, he'll take a breaking ball high. So regardless, the Cubs offense is going to have to go back to work. And now Webb desperately trying to prevent the Phillies from taking the lead. Here is the 1-0. The runner at first goes. The pitch inside. A bluff throw by the catcher, Kelly, to second, and a look at third, but Marsh did not wander down the line too far. What it does, though, it puts 2 men in scoring position. Crowd has gotten quiet all of a sudden. Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Boehm. Ball 3-0. Now let's see if Webb can throw a strike on 3-0. He cannot. Ball 4. The bags are loaded for the Phillies. Crawford, the center fielder, due up. Justin Crawford, left-handed batter, to face Webb. Tommy Hotovy, the pitching coach, probably with a scouting report in his pocket regarding the left-handed batting Crawford.
Yeah, and also trying to settle down Webb. You get really frustrated. You come in, your first pitch, you give up the base hit bullet and ties the ball game. Tommy trying to just get him back thinking about positive things of what you're trying to do here with this next few pitches. Stolen bases today by the Cubs. They're sponsored by Turo Tire. Get called safe with the Turo tires. Find yours at Turo.com.
Cubs led this game 6-2 as late as the 7th inning, but now it is tied at 6. Bases loaded. The pitch on the way to Justin Crawford is outside for ball 1. Phillies at every station. And now the right-hander Webb fires. Ball 2. Two balls and no strikes on Justin Crawford. From the stretch, Webb delivers. The pitch fouled away.
Crawford a little tardy on that 94-mile-an-hour fastball.
Almost expecting him to take one in that spot.
Yeah.
You?
Or be more aggressive with the swing.
Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. What do you like here, Ron?
You can elevate the fastball. You throw that slider down and in. This last pitch, little off-speed pitch, he was well out in front of it. Probably that same changeup.
Yeah, the 2-2 fouled at the plate. He just did make contact. Off-speed pitch.
Back-to-back changeups.
Boehm, the runner at first. Sosa at second. Marsh at third. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Webb gets a very big strikeout. The Phillies get a run to get even, but they leave the bases loaded. So the Cub offense has to go back to work. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's a 6-6 tie on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Nico Horner. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Don't miss the toast of the game presented by Binny's Beverage Depot when we celebrate the game's greatest moments and players. Binny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Right now, for a limited time, lease the Hyundai Kona for only $179 a month. See your local Hyundai dealer or visit HyundaiUSA.com today. Offers end April 30th. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Sloan has been supporting Cubs fans at Wrigley Field for generations with trusted restroom solutions. Today, that commitment continues throughout the concourse with bottle fillers delivering clean drinking water all season long. Learn more at sloan.com.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $600 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $600 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through June 30th, 2026.
Heard of a crash? Someone else's fault? Call D&W, Chicago's injury law group. They'll fight to make it right. Call the 8s, 312-888-8888.
Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app. Save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. The Tigers beat the Brewers 5-4 as Spencer Torkelson walks it off with a home run. The Braves a 7-2 drubbing of the Nationals. Pat?
Seiya Suzuki leads off the bottom of the 8th inning. The game is tied at 6. Brad Keller's first pitch, the former Cub now pitching for the Phillies. Missing inside. Here comes the 1-0. High fly ball. Deep left center. Going back to the wall is Moore. It's got a chance. Gone. Seiya Suzuki. Cubs lead 7-6.
Keller with a great arm. He comes in with a good fastball. Suzuki knows exactly what Keller's got. Suzuki was right on time. Hit it a mile in the air, but it ends up about halfway up the bleachers and left. Big swing of the bat.
Suzuki now has homered in 3 consecutive games. The Cubs have a 7-6 lead. And Carson Kelly backs away from an inside pitch near his left elbow. Seiya's third of the year. And the Cubs again have the lead. 7-6, 8th inning. Now let's see if they can get an insurance run or 4. Here's a pop-up foul. It's going to be caught by Harper over at first. Foul territory.
An insurance run or 4?
4 sounds like a good number to me.
That's really good insurance. Yeah, I would agree. God, what a big swing of the bat for Suzuki. Wow. That had that sound, but that ball was hit a mile in the air. That's one of the higher balls you're going to see hit leave the yard here at Wrigley.
Here's Michael Busch taking outside. Suzuki spent the early part of the year on the injured list with that knee issue. But he is in full form, full bloom right now. Homering in 3 straight games. Michael Busch will foul it away. Busch with a 3-run homer himself back in the 3rd today. Fastball away. Since the Cubs now have the lead, the Phillies are going to have the 9-1 and 2 batters up in their 9th inning. Brad Keller, the former Cub, big right-hander, fires 2-1. Here's a ground ball to second, scooped up by Sosa. He stayed in the game after pinch hitting, and he throws to first to get Busch, out number 2.
Opponent's pitching changes, sponsored by Sloan, official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs and leader in smart water commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at Sloan.com.
Dylan Moore remained in the game and left, by the way. 2 down. Here is Dansby. And the pitch to Swanson. Cracked on the ground toward the middle. Glove by Sosa. He'll throw to first to get him. All right, fasten those seatbelts. We go to the 9th inning. Cubs trying to win every game on the 7-game homestand. At the end of 8, it's the Cubs 7 and the Phillies 6. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Mully and Hawk. Mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score.
When you're betting and find yourself constantly thinking about gambling and you're losing more money than you have, are you really winning? If you're spending too much time with the slots or you can't stop betting on sports and you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, maybe lying, and probably losing more money than you can afford to lose, you're not alone and you can get help. It's available 24/7 and it's confidential. When your betting has gotten out of hand, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.areyoureallywinning.com. Sponsored by the Illinois Department of Human Services.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com. Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, 332 South Michigan Avenue, Chicago.
Our patient Mike had blood clots deep in his lungs that were putting his heart under major duress. Using a minimally invasive procedure pioneered by our team, we were able to clear them.
Top ranked in Illinois for heart and vascular by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Memorial Hospital used tiny balloons to widen the vessels in his lungs, the first in Illinois to master this breakthrough method.
As Mike's nurse, I'm proud to have helped him breathe freely again.
Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Chicago weather is tough. Your home siding should be tougher. Hardy Siding is engineered for our climate. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Learn more at jameshardy.com.
This copyrighted podcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Top of the 9th, Cubs 7, Phillies 6. The 9th inning is sponsored by Circa Resort and Casino. Get ready for the time of your life. CircaLasVegas.com.
Adolis Garcia pinch hitting against Caleb Thielbar. The Cub left-hander Thielbar ready to go to work, trying to nail down the save. Cubs have a 7-6 lead thanks to the clutch home run by Seiya Suzuki in the 8th and a curveball strike to Adolis Garcia. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter, fastball high, 1-1. Garcia will be followed by the top of the order, Trey Turner and Kyle Schwarber. And now the 1-1. Swing and a miss. He chased a high hard one. I might be tempted to double up on that same pitch.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. That was good gas, top of the zone, 93 miles an hour. Thielbar's fastball at the top of the zone has great carry on it. You think you're on it, and the ball just doesn't come down to the zone. It stays above the zone.
Phillies desperate, trying to snap an 8-game skid. Cubs trying to increase their string to 9 consecutive wins. Here's a drive foul down the right field line and back out of play.
Cubs pitching changes. They're sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
Thielbar with a brand new ball, ready for the 1-2 pitch to Adolis Garcia. Curveball drops low, and now it's 2-2.
That was a pretty good take by Garcia. After a few high fastballs, then you break the bender down. That's usually a swing and miss pitch.
Here's the 2-2. High fly ball, deep left field. Back is Happ to the wall. Gone. A home run for Adolis Garcia. And just like that, the ball game is tied 7-7.
Now, today is one of those days, the wind blowing out. When you leave a ball up in the zone, the hitters are on the attack immediately. Garcia gets this high breaking ball, and he didn't miss it.
So the Phillies battling back to get even, and now Trey Turner bats. Brand new ball game, tied at 7. So this means the Cubs will indeed bat in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here's a breaking ball low and inside. Pete Crow Armstrong stays in the game in center. So Pete is due to lead off now in the bottom of the 9th inning. The designated hitter, Moises Ballesteros, to bat second. Turner takes a strike here, 2-1, and then Nico Horner in the top of the order.
Thielbar came falling off the mound. See if he's all right. I don't think he's okay, Pat. Thielbar not. He fell way off to the third base side after delivering the pitch, and I'm not sure what happened, if he landed wrong or what it was, but they're out taking a look at him.
Greg Counsell. The training staff, and he's going to walk off. Caleb Thielbar is going to lead this ball game. He has been so effective here in the first month of the season. He does not look like he's limping badly, but you can tell he's not 100%.
He grabbed the back of his left leg after he delivered that pitch, like up at the top of the hamstring area. So I don't know if he had a cramp bad or if he pulled his hammy, if that's the case. But, oh, man.
Pitching change for the Cubs forthcoming. Not sure who it'll be exactly. We'll identify him momentarily. Pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. We are in the 9th inning, back and forth. Couple of old rivals, Cubs and Phillies. They've been playing for about 140 years against each other. And it's a 7-7 game in the 9th inning. Nobody on, nobody out in the top of the 9th when we come back on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs talk to start your day. Mully and Hawk, mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score.
Man, with these Bosch lasers, I can knock out the job.
You tell him, champ.
Who are you?
I'm your inner Bosch.
My inner...
Bosch, baby. I'm that feeling you get when you got a job on the ropes.
Like a window install?
One you're about to knock out with Bosch lasers.
Oh.
More like KO, am I right?
Was that a punchline?
Sure was, Laser Man.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
Hey, baseball fans, step up to the plate like a pro with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. Circa Sports is sports betting the way it should be, with no bet fees in Illinois. Circa Sports brings you player-friendly pricing, enhanced in-game options, exceptional customer service, and more. Whether you're betting with the home team or scouting the next big matchup, take your swing with the Circa Sports app. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com.
Checking the Major League Baseball scoreboard. Matinee games to talk about. The Tigers edge the Brewers 5-4 on a walk-off home run by Spencer Torkelson. Ozzie Albies had a 2-run single as the Braves beat the Nationals 7-2. In progress now, Rockies on top of the Padres 6-4 in the top half of the 5th inning. Miguel Vargas with an RBI single for the White Sox. They're tied at 1 with the Diamondbacks after 4 in Phoenix. Bottom 4 in San Francisco. The Dodgers lead the Giants 3-0. Pat?
Okay, Zach. Riley Martin is the new pitcher. Still no word on why Caleb Thielbar had to leave. Trainer Neil Ramp walking off with Thielbar. We'll get a report soon, but right now the attention is on the ball game. It's a tie game in the top of the 9th inning with nobody out, a 2-ball and 1-strike count on Trey Turner. And that's the spot that'll be inherited by the new left-handed pitcher, Riley Martin. Well, you almost expect a team like the Phillies, a team that's been in the playoffs for 4 years, a lot of good, solid veteran players. You expect them to battle and not lose the finale of a series with no fight.
No, this is a really good team. I mean, Dave Dombrowski put together a great group, and it's proven. They're 4 years in a row. They were in the playoffs. They're struggling going into this game right now. But you don't expect them to continue to struggle, and you know they're going to get hot. It's a good hitting day, and, you know, they put up some runs, and, you know, you expect them to play in October again. I really do.
The game is tied at 7. Now Martin ready to go to work. He's aware of the count. As the umpire just reminded him, it's a 2-1 count on Turner. And now Martin's pitch fouled at the plate, 2-2. Again, the Cubs are going to have the 8, 9, and 1 batters due up in the bottom of the 9th inning. Pete Crow Armstrong. Then Moises Ballesteros. And then Nico Horner. Curveball is low, 3-2. Got to be careful with Turner. He's got some power. And the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. Turner's challenging that call. He's pretty confident. He's walking towards first. And it is indeed a ball. Just barely a ball by a whisker.
Yeah, good fastball down at the bottom of the zone. Just misses the strike zone. And I'm really surprised Turner, with it being a tie game, a pitch down and in like that he did not swing and try to hook that ball. Wind blowing out hard here at Wrigley.
Turner, a threat to steal a bag at first, being held by Bush. Here is Kyle Schwarber hitting a high pop fly. Foul, left side, it's going to drift out of play. It's very windy, so you have to always wait on every pop fly and fly ball to see exactly what effect the wind will have.
Hey, Kyle got a hanging breaking ball in that first pitch and fouled it off. That's a plus for the Cubs.
Yeah, the 0-1, lefty to lefty. Fouled away again. He's challenged him. What pitch might get him here, Ron?
I would not throw him a strike here. I would throw the next 2 pitches, would definitely be out of the zone. I'd try to spin a breaking ball away. I would not come close to the zone.
Turner leads at first. He's not running. There's a breaking ball, just as you called, out of the zone. 1-2.
If you throw another hook and you want it on the plate, I would want it to be right at the shoe tops of Kelly behind home plate. I would not want it to be a strike.
Here comes the pitch. Schwarber takes low, 2-2.
Yeah, they tried to get Schwarber to chase that slider down. That's exactly where it was. He caught it right at the ground. Did not chase. And then, do you dare elevate a fastball? If you do, you got to get it up out of the zone by quite a bit. Schwarber handles the ball up for a lefty really well.
Now the throw to first, and Turner almost got caught leaning the wrong way. And Martin tried to pick off throw, then Michael Bush grabbed it and tried to tag Turner, but he did get back to the bag barely safe. So the count remains 2-2 on Schwarber. Tie game, 9th inning. Nobody out and a runner at first. Wind still blowing out. The 2-2 to Schwarber is high. Kyle has a very good knowledge of the strike zone, always has, and especially, I think, in the last few years.
Yep. What I think what Martin's tried to do is pitch to his areas where he may chase. He has not.
Swinging a bouncer foul toward first.
I think the strategy what the Cubs did, they went right after, they got ahead, and you try to get him to chase the breaking ball in the dirt, did not, and they elevated the heater, did not chase.
Cubs led this game at one time 6-2. They led 6-2 as late as the 7th inning, but the Phillies never saying die. Here's a high pop-up foul, left side out of play. The swing that Schwarber takes, Ron, you just have to hold your breath if you're on the other side, because he has one of the most impressive power swings that I've ever seen.
Yeah. It's a vicious swing, and when he clicks on one, there's no ballpark around that's going to hold him.
It's 3-2. Here's the pitch. The runner goes. The pitch outside. So back-to-back walks have been issued by Martin, and now the Phillies, with nobody out, threatening with Bryce Harper at the plate.
Well, Martin, I actually think he made his pitches. He did exactly what he was trying to do. He got ahead on the attacking Schwarber. Then he tried to get Schwarber to chase, and Schwarber did not. You throw two right at the shoe tops, two breaking balls, good pitches, elevated heater. He didn't chase that. And then, you throw a strike. Schwarber fouled it off, and then that pitch down and away.
Tommy Hotovy with a quick discussion. Wearing his blue pullover, he heads back to the third base dugout. The outfield is deep. Another slugger at the plate, Bryce Harper. Harper 1 for 3 plus a walk. Phillies at first and second, nobody out. Tie game, ninth inning. Lefty to lefty, Martin to Harper. Low for ball one.
The ABS challenge and instant replays. We had one this inning. That ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine.
Harper waiting for Martin. The pitch, swing and a miss. And Harper was trying to launch that one.
Yeah, he was looking for a three-pointer, absolutely. This high gas, he just didn't catch up with it.
Riley Martin ready. The southpaw deals again, fouled away. What's on your mind for 1 and 2, Ron?
I would not stay up there against Harper. I would spin something down and away. He was way tardy on the first one. That last one, he was closer on time, and he's seen two high fastballs in a row. I'd change his eye level.
And the 1-2. Low and outside, 2 and 2. There was that breaking ball you were talking about. Oh, we haven't seen a triple play in a while. 2 on, 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Line foul down the left field line. Breaking ball, Harper waited on it and then poked it down the opposite side, just foul.
The way he hit that breaking ball, it almost looked like he was sitting on a breaking ball there on 3 and 2, or 2 and 2.
With a brand new ball, Riley Martin on the mound, ready for the 2-2 pitch. And here it comes to Harper. High fly ball to right. Suzuki blocking out the sun. Does he see it? Yes. Makes the catch. Tagging from second and going to third is Turner. I wasn't absolutely sure that Sayas saw that ball until the very last second, Ron. How about you?
Yeah, it's one of those things where he had his hand up blocking the ball out of the sun for the longest time. Then he flinches a little bit, and then about a second or so later, the ball comes down. Excellent job by Suzuki to stay with that ball.
When you start seeing an outfielder make those little choppy steps as he's looking up, it's almost a plea for help.
It's not good.
Dylan Moore, the batter, swings and fouls it back. Cubs keep the infield back here. First and third, 1 away, tie game, top of the ninth.
Cubs hoping for a ground ball.
Turner at third. Schwarber at first. The pitch, a bunt. And it's fouled at the plate. Dylan Moore trying to squeeze in a run.
Yep. Rob Thompson putting on the safety squeeze. And Moore actually had a good pitch to bunt. He just jabbed at it and fouled it back.
And now
we got another guy hurt.
Riley Martin on the mound. Some issue with him. Craig Counsell and Neil Ramp, the trainer, out to see about Riley. This ball game today has had a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Let's pause 10 seconds right here for station ID. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams, Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score, an Odyssey Sports Station, WSCR, WSCR-FM, and HD1 Chicago.
All right, Dylan Moore at the plate. Runners at first and third. The pitch low for a ball, 2-2. One down, tie game, top of inning number 9. Cubs trying to keep their streak going. The Phillies trying to end their streak. Now it got very quiet at Wrigley. The 1-2 popped up foul and out of play. Martin looks fine on those last 2 pitches after the trainer went out to look at him.
Keep watching him in between pitches. That body language, he's really slowed down his pace, but still in there.
And the 1-2 on the way. Very high, ball 2. That was not close. I'd like you to stay tuned for the Old National Bank Cubs radio postgame show featuring Zach Zaidman, the official bank of the Cubs radio network. Big crowd quiet all of a sudden. The 2-2 pitch fouled away by Dylan Moore.
Good high fastball from Martin. That was 95 miles an hour, so velocity not a problem. He still got his good fastball.
Infielders hoping to get a sharp ground ball, something they could turn into a twin killing. Outfield deep and straight away from Moore. Here's the pitch. High fly ball. A pop fly on the infield. Nico Horner calling. He's got it. Out number 2. That's as good as a strikeout, as the potential go-ahead run is still at third base. 2 down.
Big pitch by Martin. He gets in on Moore, and Moore gets jammed and just pops his ball straight up.
But it brings up the guy who's had the biggest day of any Philly, Brandon Marsh. 2 home runs and a single and 3 runs batted in. Lefty against lefty. 7-7 ball game. Swing and a miss by Marsh. Might have foul tipped it in and out of the glove of the catcher, Kelly. Runners take their leads, first and third. Now Riley Martin ready in the strike 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. I might double up on that pitch. How about you, Rob?
Yeah, that was good breaking ball down and away.
Martin trying to get out of this tough spot. 0-2 on Brandon Marsh. Cubs 7, Phillies 7. 2 down, top of the 9th. Runners at first and third. Lots of drama in today's game. And the pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. Marsh let it go. It was right down the middle. What a job by Riley Martin. The Phillies get a run on the home run by Adolis Garcia. It seemed like it happened about 10 days ago. But they leave 2 men on. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's the Cubs 7 and the Phillies 7. This is The Score on the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Craig Counsell. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
What if you could have the most reliable Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Just 5 years of fiber-powered Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Powered by fiber connected to the premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
Man, with these Bosch lasers, I can knock out the job.
You tell him, champ.
Who are you?
I'm your inner Bosch.
My inner...
Bosch, baby. I'm that feeling you get when you got a job on the ropes.
Like a window install?
One you're about to knock out with Bosch lasers.
Oh,
More like KO. Am I right?
Was that a punchline?
Sure was, Laser Man.
The more you bosh, the more you feel like a
Bosh.
Hey, Chicago, Coom here. Stats don't lie. Want MVP numbers and light beer? That's Flight by Yingling. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, crisp, refreshing. That's elite efficiency. Other beers, padding stats with extra carbs and no flavor. Care about your beer stats? The choice is obvious. Flight is dominating. Numbers don't lie, Chicago. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Save time every time for a great haircut. Just download the Great Clips app or check in online at greatclips.com. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Jose Alvarado, a left-hander, is the new pitcher for the Phillies. Let's see if the Cubs can win it in regulation as they bat in the bottom of the ninth inning. And Pete Crow Armstrong will lead off the ninth. Here's the first pitch. He tried a bunt, and he came up empty. He's going to try to drag that one up along the first baseline or maybe out toward the second baseman, Sosa.
Yeah, he tries to pull this bunt. Yeah, it's probably more at Sosa, but just kind of bunted right through it.
Now the next pitch. Look out. Pete almost got nailed by that inside fastball. 1-1. Wind still blowing out. If you hit it, it'll go. Alvarado working on Crow Armstrong. And Pete swings and fouls it off, bouncing one off the facing of the first base dugout area.
Marsh has moved back to left field now, and Garcia is playing right. Crawford's still in center field.
Rafael Marchand doing the catching. Here's the pitch on the way to PCA. It's down low for a ball.
Well, that breaking ball bounced 2 feet in front of home plate.
Infield intact. Harper and Sosa on the right side. Turner and Bohm on the left side. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Pete Crow Armstrong. He has the power to end this game on one swing. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Breaking ball got him. And that's out number 1.
A good breaking ball. You know, Alvarado's got a great arm. He's got big fastball and tight slider. As a left-handed hitter, you know, do you give up the pull side with the wind blowing out and just think of driving this ball towards the video board? And if you get under it, you can hit it out of here.
Moises Ballesteros batting. He will hit one fair inside third down the left field line. It's going to go down into the corner. Moises lumbering into second with a stand-up double. Listen to this crowd. He hit it to the opposite side run, just fair, and he'll get a standing ovation as he leads for a pinch runner.
Boy, what a great at-bat for Ballesteros. Left on left fastball, up and out over the plate. This ball's got to be about 98 miles an hour, and he just shoots this ball inside the bag at third.
Scott Kingery as the pinch runner. Nico Horner batting. Potential winning run at second base with one away, bottom of the ninth inning. Nico is due. He's 0 for 4 with a walk.
Yeah, he's 0 for 4. He's hit 4 balls hard on the ground. Cubs leading RBI guy with 22 RBIs. A base hit could win the game.
Outfield straightaway. Nico waiting for Alvarado. Here's the pitch. Low and inside for a ball. Part of left field now shaded. Most of the field still in hazy sunshine. Slight breeze blowing out. Any ball to the middle of the diamond will get some carry. And now the 1-1. And Nico hits a big chop toward the middle. It'll be gloved by the shortstop Turner, and he throws out Horner at first. Safe at third is Scott Kingery. And Alex Bregman batting with 2 down in a tie game in the bottom of the ninth inning. What's the approach, Ron?
Well, first of all, we got to see if Bregman's going to hit.
I'm not quite sure that Bregman's going to hit. Now, I can't imagine him. Let's see. He's not going to hit. The dugout's trying to get the attention. They got to. Yeah, there you go. They're going to walk. They were sending the white flags out.
Yeah, the guys in the dugout were frantically waving and yelling.
I was like, as Bregman was walking to the plate, I'm like, there's no way he's going to hit. And he's not.
So Bregman gets the intentional walk. Ian Happ, a switch hitter, he'll simply turn around and bat right-handed. And Ian already with a home run and a single and 2 runs scored today. Cubs trying to win it right now. It's a 7-7 game. 2 down, runners at first and third, bottom of the 9th inning. Kingery can get a good lead. Happ batting right-handed. And the stretch. Here's the pitch on the way. Ian hits one in the air to right. Garcia going over toward the line. Garcia makes the catch. He ran one way and then had to reverse pivot and turn the other. He makes the catch to end the inning. So the Cubs fail to score. We go to the 10th inning. It is a 7-7 game on the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Spiegel and Holmes, great Cubs guests and more on your way home 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score.
Hey, Ron Coomer here. Selling your house doesn't have to be complicated. My friend Jeff and his veteran-led team simplify the whole process. No repairs, no clean out, no months of waiting, just a fair offer, and you pick when you close.
Here's how it works. Give us a call and we'll visit your property and provide an offer and close on your schedule. Whether you're moving a parent or just going in a different direction, we make it simple.
Call them at 630-556-8892. That's 630-556-8892 or jeffbuysyourhouse.com.
Allstate's new home insurance is now better than ever. We're making getting the right home insurance that's right for you super easy with our improved online quoting tool. It explains how each coverage option works for you without the headache. Yep, you can start protecting your home in a matter of minutes. So check Allstate first for home insurance that's better than ever. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Coverage subject to terms, qualifications, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I need a little range, step to the range.
There's a new flavor in town, the Jalapeno Ranch Club at Chick-fil-A. With that juicy Chick-fil-A original spicy or grilled chicken, a buttermilk ranch bun, candied bacon, pepper jack cheese, and jalapeno ranch sauce. It's got big ranch vibes with a little heat. Chick-fil-A's new Jalapeno Ranch Club, available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Shop Grand Appliance for expert advice, fast delivery, and the lowest prices every day on top brands like Electrolux, Frigidaire, and more. Visit grandappliance.com for full details.
Top of the 10th, Cubs and Phillies tied at 7. The 10th inning is sponsored by Xfinity, reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Free baseball at Wrigley, 10th inning. Edmundo Sosa at the plate. The pinch runner, or the courtesy runner, I should call him, is Brandon Marsh out at second base.
Cubs pitching changes, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
Javier Assad delivers the ball looped towards right field, caught by Horner. That's out number 1. The barrel of the bat ended up near shortstop, and that's as good as a strikeout. So 1 away and a man still at second base. That's a big play.
Yeah, that's that sinker from Assad come boring in on Sosa and ate that bat up.
Assad in the bullpen today. Ian Happ, by the way, will be the Cubs courtesy runner to start the bottom of the inning at second base. 1 away, Alec Boehm at the plate. 7-7 game, line toward Horner, knocks it down, makes the play at first in time. Advancing to third. On the play is Marsh. And now there are 2 down. Good play by Nico. He made sure not to let that ball get through the infield as it bounced right in front of him the way I saw it. And he kind of smothered the ball and kept his body in front of the ball so it wouldn't get through.
Yeah, it's one of those plays. If he catches it in the air, it's a double play. He couldn't, and then Marsh takes third.
Now 2 down, and Crawford swings and fouls it away. The Phillies very aggressive. Everyone
Yeah.
going after the first pitch here, Ron.
Well, I think they know Assad's going to throw strikes and throw that sinker in there.
Game tied at 7, 2 down, a man at third. Big plate appearance right now. There's a fastball that just missed. 1-1. If Assad can get this batter out and avoid being scored upon, you're going to hear a huge roar from the crowd. Here comes the 1-1. Check swing, no swing. 2-1.
Assad's tried to come inside the last 2 pitches to Crawford.
Cubs will have Suzuki to lead it off. Again, Happ will be the runner at second base. Now the 2-1 to Crawford. Here it comes. Smash to third, knocked down by Bregman. Good play, throws him out at first. A bullet at the feet of Bregman at third. He was playing shallow. He had to react very quickly, knocked the ball down, kept it in front of him, made the play. And what a job by Javier Assad. The Phillies do not score. Cubs have a chance to win it in the bottom of the 10th inning. It's a 7-7 game on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Listen for the great Cubs guests all season long on 104.3 The Score, the official radio home of the Cubs.
Style or substance. Somehow it became one or the other when choosing a truck. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Crew Cab models with a Turbo Max engine. That's an average finance savings of $49.49. Combine it with $1,350 engine credit plus $1,750 bonus cash to get over $8,000 in total value. Plus, get $3,500 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your local GMC dealer today. Available on 2.7-liter Turbo Max engines. Length of contract limited. Must finance with GM Financial. Some customers will not qualify. Savings based on bank rate of 5.22%. Must show proof of ownership and trade in a 2012 model year or newer vehicle. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 4/30/26.
Here's a club you want to get into. Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Tanner Banks is the new Philly pitcher. The courtesy runner at second base to start the inning is Ian Happ, a very good, smart veteran base runner. Seiya Suzuki due up. Banks is a left-hander. Ron, if you're batting, how do you approach this plate appearance?
Well, for Suzuki, I mean, see what they're going to do here. Are they pitching to him or are they going to walk him? Yeah, I think they're going to walk Suzuki, right? Yeah. They're going to force Kelly to hit. And they've seen enough of Suzuki. He's been on base the last 4 times. Single walk, single home run. And now, see what the Cubs do here. Now, Kelly's swinging now. They got Bohm. He's way back. Now he's moving in. So, you know, you just never know. But if you're Kelly, you're just doing whatever you can do to advance the runner. Get him over, get him in would be great.
Kelly batting. Here's the pitch to Carson. Low and inside. Ball 1. Outfield straightaway. Marsh in left. Crawford in center. Garcia in right. Happ represents the winning run down at second base. And now the 1-0 to Kelly. A swing and a looper. Left center field. Falling in there for a base hit. Happ had to wait and advances only to third as the throw comes in. Happ wasn't sure that it would fall in. It fell in front of Crawford. Bases now loaded with nobody out. Cubs with a great chance to win it right now.
Now this ball's fisted over the infield. Crawford playing deep. No one really has a chance of catching this ball, but you've got to make sure if you're Ian and this ball dumps in there for a base hit.
Michael Busch at the plate. Infield in, outfield in, lefty to lefty. The pitch on the way to Michael. Swing and a foul at the plate.
Well, here's where you really want to dial in the left center field. If he could stay away from hooking this ball and just shoot this ball to left center, almost sit on slider or breaking ball away.
The lefty working from the stretch. The 0-1. Swinging a bouncer, foul past first. Sharply hit ball. But now it's 0-2. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Bottom of the 10th inning in a 7-7 tie. Busch already a productive day with a 3-run homer and a run-scoring groundout. Trying to drive in the winning run right now. Lefty to lefty, the 0-2. And Busch takes outside for a ball, 1-2.
Good take there by Michael.
The outfield extremely shallow. Naturally, the infield in all the way around. Here comes the 1-2. It's low and away. Now it's 2-2. What are you thinking as a hitter, Ron?
I think same thing. I'm not giving in to left center field. I'm looking for something away. If he throws something in, that fastball inside, you just got to do your best to foul it off.
Now the pitch. Swinging a chopper, foul.
There it was. Fastball inside.
A lot of drama in this ball game today. Cubs and Phillies. Cubs trying to win their 9th in a row. Phillies in danger of losing their 9th in a row. Now the 2-2 on the way. And Busch takes strike 3 called. Busch challenging. He thought it was high. And now let's see what the call is as we watch the pitch.
The pitch is a strike.
It was a strike.
He is out.
1 down. Didn't expect that, Ron.
Now they inside fastball, a lot of sliders away, and then they froze them with a fastball away.
Dansby Swanson will have a chance to win the game. Again, the outfield very shallow, infield in all the way around. Potential winning run 90 feet away. That's Ian Happ. And the pitch to Dansby. Curveball is on the outside corner for a called strike. Swanson drove in a run with a second inning sac fly. He is 1 for 3 in the game. The crowd got quiet all of a sudden. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Threw a fastball right by him, and now the count is 0-2.
And not for Dansby. He's got to shorten up on the bat a little bit. You have to put this ball in play.
Banks is ready. And the 0-2 pitch. A drive to right center. Cubs win the ball game. It's all over. A line drive base hit into right center by Dansby Swanson. The Cubs sweep the Phillies. The final 8-7 in 10. And the Cubs celebrate out near second base.
There's a lot of good that can happen for a hitter hitting the ball to that opposite gap. We saw it all day long today in the game winner. You get behind in the count, you shorten that stroke up, and use that opposite gap. Dansby did it a couple times today, hit the ball the other way. And what a homestand for the Chicago Cubs, partner.
They win all 7 games, Ron, in 10 innings today, an 8-7 win.